My God. Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to Share Beer Show 573. Today is Saturday, October 3rd, 2020. And I should say, like, how you feeling, because some people, now that the weather's cooling off in your area, aren't feeling so hot. They got little concerns and stuff. This hits close to home because some of my personal family right now is getting tested because they're not feeling real hot. So today I am pairing everything with gummy worms, my friends. When's the last time you had some good gummy candy?
You had a good worm in your mouth.
Yeah, just put the worm in your mouth. Just slide it in there. Let's see it. Yeah. I'll be having Santan's Juicy Jack.
It's a new beer.
It's a really good, juicy, hazy IPA. More of a session IPA, 6.5%. I've had it on here before. And I'll be bringing back an old friend, Syntax. You know what it is, baby. Mother Earth Brewing Company, an Imperial Peanut Butter Stout. And this, is it the best? We can argue over this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the best, okay? I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it's the best. I think it's freaking solid is what it is. And I think
one of the originals. It's one of the originals.
And because the style doesn't even go back that far, right? But it's 0.1% ABV, and that's the sneaky point of this beer. It's so well done that you don't realize it's 8%. It drinks like it's 5 or something, even less. And you'll be crushing these things, and before you know it, you're like, "Hey, what is that?"
You know what? It may not be the best, but I personally, having had it many times, as have you, Joe, I think it may not be the best, but it may be the best go-to.
Yeah.
Of that style.
It's the one that's in your fridge.
It's one of those. If you like stouts, I'm just gonna go there. If you like stouts, not even that you're necessarily crazy about peanut butter or not, but if you just like stouts that have some good solid flavor, you'll find yourself buying this all the time. You'll just find yourself like, yeah, let me get some more of that. It's solid. It's just one of those solid go-to beers. Yeah. So just trying to get my beers out of the way. We've got a lot to cover, including the show title, right? I'm bringing back a lot of these. One of the things I'm trying to do is bring back some of these old, what do you call them? Rhymes or riddles or little songs that we've known our whole life, and kind of wonder what the hell the meaning is. Some of these phrases in them, right? So with Yankee Doodle, right? It's as old as the ages. And what is the macaroni in his hat? Why did he call the feather macaroni? What the hell was that all about?
The boss says it's an old English thing.
It is, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, mocking us, quite frankly.
Pretty much.
It has something to do with, I think the macaroni is like something to do with the outfit, like it refers to like
is it wasn't it the uniforms we wore or something? Yeah, like the army uniform, soldier uniforms.
Yeah. So something.
It was the way for those people across the pond to make fun of those upstart revolutionaries in America.
It was. It was literally the British making fun of us. Yeah. So you wait till one of them Brits gets on here.
Yeah, because they were all a bunch of arrogant bastards, is what they were.
Oh, nice! There we go. Mark is back.
And better than ever.
So you are having a new arrogant bastard.
I'm having a 16-ounce arrogant bastard. Yeah.
That's Imperial arrogant or
regular old arrogant, 7.2. Yep, a 6-pack of 16-ounce cans was $12, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's a good beer. Nice red color, copper red.
It's a solid, but God, I haven't had that one in a while.
That's a good one.
I'm due to buy some of that.
Yeah, me too. It's been a while.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna look that up real quick because I haven't. Boy. Yeah, I haven't had that in a long time. Let me share the screen on this.
I didn't buy it for a while because it always came in big bottles, but now they've been coming out in 16-ounce cans. That's like a perfect, perfect size.
Yeah, 16 is way
It's like,
more
you
enjoyable.
get that, it's like drink one 16-ounce, it's like 2 normal beers.
I've also got some news, and we'll talk about some of these things. We're going to come back to the Yankee Doodle thing after the malt liquor report. For those of you that are first time checking us out, we do the malt liquor report about halfway through here, so right on the bottom of the hour here. So after that, then we'll get into the show title, and then we'll get into possibly the Share a Beer show being interviewed about the history of beer on YouTube. What do you think about that, kids? Yay!
Where's the sound effects?
I know I don't have the damn thing open, man. If we had a host worth a damn,
somebody was actually prepared before they hit the go button.
I mean, then we would have our stuff together. But you
think you've been doing this for 12 years? Come on.
You would think.
You would think you would be worthy of being interviewed about this history, Joe.
Yeah, you would think, right? Such a guy that had hosted a show like this would have such technology and have this stuff so together that just bang.
It's just beer. I mean, come on. It's just beer.
It is just beer.
It is just beer, which is good.
Here we go. We've got Untapped pulled up. Arrogant Bastard. We got 436,000 ratings on here. 1,100 in the last 30 days. 7.2%. 100 IBUs and a 3.73 bottle cap rating. Is this pretty close to what you've got, Mark?
Yeah. I think I gave it. I haven't checked into it here, but I think I gave it a 4.
I like the new look. The new look is cool.
Yeah, the can is nice. They do a lot. They've done a good job with the can.
I see, because here's the previous can.
Yep.
Which was cool at the time.
Yeah, the new Double's pretty good.
I like that effing glass. This bastard. Look at this guy showing off his glass like that. What is wrong with Mick? With a name like Mick. You know what Mick rhymes with, right?
Yeah.
Couple things.
Not Arrogant Bastard, I can tell you that. Right? Yeah. That was a cool glass. Mick. I could just say his name and it starts to sound like a cuss word, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mick. You say it fast enough, Mick. Mick. Right? Someone could like misinterpret it the wrong way, which would be my intention. That would be my intention right there. So what are you having, Coach? Are you having anything, or are you having some of Minnesota's finest right now, or what?
I'm just having a little hydration drink there.
Yeah.
Trying to get those electrolytes up,
Where is Mr. Minnesota?
He won't be with us today.
Oh.
He's working at 12.
Oh. He's working at 12.
Well, that's a reasonable excuse, I guess.
Yeah, the guy's always got excuses. Always making excuses for being absent.
I know he's listening, though. He said he's going to try and listen, so.
Oh, we've got, let me see. We've got a couple comments in there. Vega says, good evening, ladies. And Coach Bum says, Vega, but with a lowercase font. So it was like, Vega, hey. And then, we got David's in here. Happy birthday to everyone who has a birthday. I have no birthdays, so you're not talking to me. I have anniversaries now, my friend.
Yeah.
I have anniversaries of the day I was born. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anniversaries of my 22nd birthday is what I have.
Yep.
So I'm still currently 22 years old. Just over legal drinking age, if you believe that. Yeah. I know.
I got carded today, so.
Did you?
Yeah.
You mean like at a non-supermarket where they were required of everybody?
No, it was at a brewery. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
The one you did your video from,
Yeah.
and you've been there before.
Yeah. One other time. So, and it was a different lady than last time. So they didn't. But the guy came out that was that served us last week and recognized it, but she didn't. So I expect next time not to get carded because now everybody should know who I am.
Well, next time, take your mom if that's okay. Hey, she can verify my age. You know what I'm saying?
She'll have the
So you were carded based on the fact that they did not think you were 21?
I don't know. They always, it seems like everybody, they go through those phases where they just card everybody because somebody got, they had an enforced, somebody came in and wrote them up for not carding everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. It sometimes it depends on what their latest infraction was, right? Like,
yeah.
And I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. It's just funny. Yeah.
It is it's kind of hilarious to be carded. You're like, thank you, I think. All right. If you're doing it to everybody, then F you too, right?
I was 21 in the 80s.
Yeah.
I was 21 in the 80s. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I am technically still 22, so.
Up until the time I was about 30, I would get so pissed off and insulted because when I was 21, I looked like I was 14.
Yeah.
So I expected to get carded, and I was like, when am I going to get old enough looking that I no longer get carded? And I was still getting pissed off in my late 20s. And then I remember when I didn't get carded once, and I was real happy.
Yeah.
Then I started going gray.
Yeah.
And now I would be flattered if I got carded.
Yeah.
Well, this is interesting, Coach. How did you feel about when you were of age? Were you always the type that looked a little older anyway, so you kind of slid by, or did you look younger, so you were always carded?
I looked way old for my age. I had this set up in high school, so I don't know. It never really bothered me, but I remember being a lot older looking than I was, and we'd go out with my friends, and I was the only one that didn't get carded, and they'd all get carded, and it's because I had a beard. So yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, and Mark, I assume you had that baby face anyway. So
yeah. Until I started getting gray, I just fully expected to get carded.
Yeah.
I still look like I'm just look like a 2-year-old with gray. That's all.
Well, you had those natural boy band looks. I mean,
boy band. Well, when you
it was Marky Mark.
Marky Mark.
Advantages to be in a pencil neck beaker.
Yeah, So
don't call it Marky Mark because then we're the funky bunch.
Yeah. Right.
Well,
actually, I qualify.
That might hold true. Actually, that might hold. There's no smell-o-vision on YouTube that I know of.
There might be a baby face and you're frail. Yeah, I mean, it's not good.
I have always been that person that it was weird for myself. I looked older when I was younger, and then I hit a particular age where I just started looking younger, and I think I was in my 30s, and I looked younger.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think up until my 30s, I always looked older, and then when I hit my 30s, then I looked younger.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I used to get a lot of people thinking that I was way in the hell younger than I was, but I was always looking old enough to drink. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I never had. As a matter of fact, I used to be kind of annoyed when I was 21, 22, when I would get carded. I was so commonly not carded. You know what I'm saying? So I would be like, what? Are you effing kidding me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're annoying me, man. Do you see this? I'm about to get this one over here. What are you, crazy? You're slowing me down here, son. What are you cock blocker here? What are you doing?
Slowing my roll.
You're slowing my roll, man. What are you, do I look like Wheaties? Why are you pissing on me? Get out of here. Come on. So we're going topless here on the, oh yeah, And, oh, we got some good comments in here too, man. We got Hans in the house. Hey, pimps. What's up, Hans? Oh, let me put a link in there. That reminds me. When I don't have someone in there reminding me, I forget. Let's see. No charge. So there's the link, kids, for anybody who wants to jump in. Bums should know better. I'm an uppercase G. That's from Vega, of course. Having a Founder's Breakfast Stout. That's a solid beer. Absolutely.
Good choice.
Absolutely solid. Good job, Joy. It's one of the tastiest brews I've ever had.
Mhm.
And here it is. R.I.P. Colt 45 malt liquor.
Yeah.
Do we have anything to add to this? From what I hear, rumor has it that we might have a confirmation on the name change. Do we have any sort of confirmation on this said name change? We might have. Let's see.
You mean besides my name tonight?
Yeah, other than your obvious name. Yeah, hello. Forgot all about that already in front of my face. Yeah, why don't you guys reveal said new look of
There we go.
Ready, Mark?
Please. Da-da.
Does Mark have his or no?
No, mine's down in the fridge. I'll let Bum speak for both of us. Mine looks exactly the same as that.
There it is, kids. No longer part of the malt liquor community, now part of the craft beer community with a new look, new logo, now called the original Colt 45. Every time, baby. Every effing
5.6.
Classic American lager.
Yep.
classic American lager.
Huh.
There it is. Right there in your face. You saw it here first on the Share Beer Show. As always, don't we always break the latest and greatest beer news? All the time, kids. That's right. Salute to Billy D and salute to the new member of the craft beer community.
Joe, do you have taps that you can play as part of your sound effects?
Oh, that was, I know, right? And I think 5 minutes after playing said tap, someone will have copyright to it, and I will get a flag.
That's true.
Copyright.
That is insane. I got immediately after last week's show, I got flagged for playing. I don't know, what was it, Humpty Dumpty? What did I play?
The Curly Shuffle and what was the other one?
Yeah, the Curly Shuffle was
The
definitely
little kid one.
Happy Birthday.
not
Happy Birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday is actually not copyrighted, but some other people's personal version of Happy Birthday possibly.
Yeah.
Uh,
what was it? The little kid one, Pam. What was it?
yeah. Farmer.
Old McDonald.
Was it Old
No,
McDonald?
E-I-E-I-O. No.
Yeah, bingo.
Bingo.
So,
Bingo, yeah.
yeah.
Bingo. That's it.
That's how important it was. We were.
It was so important we forgot about it. That's so funny.
It's only
We got a
important for the
copyright
right
thing
video.
for a kid's cartoon.
Yeah. Yeah, and I got copyright flagged for playing that. So don't play bingo.
Yeah.
And I'm not dare gonna play Yankee Doodle because oof, probably rip my whole channel down like Mark.
Yeah. Just eliminate you.
Just wipe me off the face of the earth. So we have I thought Joe D was in his 30s. See? That's why Cregan can always stay on the show. His comments always get posted right there. My favorite right there. Salute to label out. So label out. Salute to Cregan right there. Torres. Vega Coach is drinking juicy juice.
Hey, I may be drinking juicy juice, but you want to explain to us there, Mr. Vega, what happened with Colt 45?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Boom,
buddy.
baby. And that's the first of the malt liquors to come on over to the other side. Come on over to the other side. I think I can sing it without getting copyright flagged.
And they can't drink it anymore. It works as two-sided streets. They can't drink that no more.
You just blew my mind. I didn't think that way.
Well,
Bum, what is the rules on this? What is in the blueprint?
Well, shall we bring in our consultant?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's just get it started. Let's just.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is very complicated. Just like we are in the nation right now is in a state of things that we've never experienced before, and we don't know where we're headed.
Yeah.
The way things are.
True.
As goes the nation, as goes the MLDC and the world of malt liquor.
We're starting the show. Okay.
Yeah. We already have one person rebelling, Havana, who actually did a video with the new can.
Oh, we did.
So I do have to say, Havana was not the first person to do a video with the new can. That news is coming up.
Okay.
Havana did do a video with the new can, and this was Havana's statement. I know you can't play it, Joe, but I'll quote Havana.
Thin ice.
Havana said, "This is still a malt liquor video. Even though it doesn't say malt liquor on the can, it's still malt liquor inside the can."
Well, then what is technically? I could just call this malt liquor in the can. I thought the blueprint said it had to say malt liquor on it.
That's what I thought too, but
I
don't
don't know.
know.
It's interesting how they change the rules just to suit their own personal. Just when survival is when they have to survive, they got to change the rules.
Once again, comparing it to politics.
Yeah, and not just like just like their leader, the red hat wearer. You know, kind of.
Colt 45 is like a North Korean that escaped to the good side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It doesn't say it anymore.
Yeah.
If we can drink it and we start drinking it.
Yeah. So, I mean, we do have some other things, and some of them are left over from the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But we should probably save those for last because we'd be ignoring the big news.
Oh, the big news. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the big news. For anybody who has not heard, the new Colt 45 24-ounce cans are out, and there's been at least a couple videos made, and Havana made one, but to the best of my knowledge, the first video made featuring this new can came from, believe it or not, Malt Mustang.
Whoa.
Oh.
And it was based on watching Malt Mustang's video that I went out to see if my supermarket had these new Colt 45s, and they indeed did. So Malt Mustang made his first ever malt liquor video featuring the new can. Are we ready?
Yeah. Let's do this.
There's your link, Joe.
Yeah, we gotta check this out because
No, Malt Mustang does not consume the beer on camera. And as he says in his description, there's no need to because it does not say malt liquor on the label.
Yeah, that's right. Now that would be correct.
Yeah.
Right.
So here's Malt Mustang's first ever video, and he seems to be channeling a few famous beer people in this video.
Oh, let's see who makes the list. Oh, we have no volume, right?
Yeah, turn up the volume. It starts silent.
Look at all those Schlitz.
Let's take a look and see what's in the fridge today. Malt liquor.
Double malt.
What do we got here? Double malt. Full ice. Or double malt. Double the double malt. Ha!
Oh! Oh!
Craft malt liquor. What else we got?
Oh!
What the hell? Not malt liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah. Ha ha.
Oh.
Malt liquor.
Okay. All right. He slides by on that one.
What
Yeah.
else we got?
Oh, what's behind that
What's
can?
this?
Oh, look at that, baby!
What is this? Not malt liquor.
Yep. Not malt liquor.
Yuck.
Oh, you notice that's with the pencil.
Get yourself one, pencil neck.
Oh! That was pretty good.
So Malt Mustang premiered the first new labels on the Colt 45 24-ounce cans.
That is good. I like that.
That
I like
was-
that. And he
So
cleared it
that
up.
was the BDU premiere.
Yeah. And when the BDU premiere, he cleared that up for us, right? He like, you know, he let us know right off the bat, not malt liquor.
Yeah.
We thought it was malt. Why are we setting the standard for malt liquor, right? Like we're actually clarifying the rules. We're cleaning things up here for them. We're doing all their work, right, Coach?
Yeah, they're the HDC now, the hypocrite drinking community.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
We're the CBCs, but what's up with that? You know, we're the ones doing all their work for them.
Well, they're just, it's typical. We're just, let somebody else do all the hard work and just, come in behind and take credit for it.
Yeah. Then exactly. They just want to take all the credit while we do all the work.
Mr. Met,
Is absolutely request.
go to 8 minutes 20 seconds, Joe. Yeah, this is Mr. Met from a couple weeks ago. About 8:20.
Last night, late at night California time, 1 o'clock in the morning.
I happen to really like this song too. Dan.
Yeah.
And what is it? He plays it all the time. It's just like this instrumental. He always says, I'm going to set the tone with this song.
Yeah.
What is that song?
Oh, what is that song?
I've even tried sound hounding it and then nothing comes up.
Yeah. Oh, it's and you know what? It's played with so much music right now too. I absolutely love this song. It comes up all the time. I don't know the name. I'm sorry.
And he plays it all the time.
Yeah.
Displeasure of watching 15 minutes of that fucking V-bar boo shit. Fucking disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And when you watch stuff like that, you lose your fucking faith in humanity. That Brewski, Drew guy, whatever the fuck.
Wasn't this something? I'm sorry. Wasn't this something from Jay Dilla? Wasn't this like wasn't this something Jay Dilla made?
Not a clue.
I think it was something that perhaps Jay Dilla put together. And because we are living with stuff that Jay Dilla did that no one had any clue about until after he died, unfortunately. He's like another Selena, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
That 15 o'clock in the morning. I had the utter displeasure of watching 15 minutes of that fucking V-bar boo shit. Fucking disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And when you watch stuff like that, you lose your fucking faith in humanity.
I know.
That Brewski, Drew guy, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
That guy's fucking gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Disgusting.
a fucking shirtless fucking loser, mumbling and stumbling all over the fucking slurring his words like a fucking jerk.
Yeah.
What the hell's the matter with you, guy?
Yeah.
Go take a look in the fucking mirror and unfuck your goddamn self, you fucking mess.
Yeah.
Fucking bird that's guaranteed to be on welfare. There's no other explanation for it. That B-bar and that fucking Cheryl. What the hell's the matter
No judgment. No judgment.
with you, guy? Go take a look in the fucking mirror and unfuck your goddamn self, you fucking mess. Fucking bird that's guaranteed to be on welfare.
Guaranteed.
There's no other explanation.
Hey, what's the over-under on that, Mr. Met?
That B-bar and that fucking Cheryl Wife show. And the people that
Share a wife? That's a first. Share a wife, or was it share a life?
Wife, I believe, but who knows why?
guaranteed to be on welfare. There's no other explanation for it. That B-bar and that fucking Cheryl Wife show. And the people the denizens that populate those two programs.
Yeah.
That list of scumbags is the motherfucking Antichrist. I don't know what else to fucking tell you.
Well, he's called us the Antichrist before.
Yeah. At least he's consistent.
So that's been, he's consistent. Thanks, bro.
Fucking Ted, that Ruxpin guy, that guy's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, Rushman, yeah.
That fucking Ted, that Ruxpin guy, that guy's a fucking asshole. Too.
Yeah, that guy's an asshole. Yeah, he's
and then they want to fucking insult, now you got the fucking chairman Steel Worldwide with his sauce binder. Great idea. I'd fucking stand it. So,
hey, what did I just say? He just made my effing point. We constantly influence the malt liquor community, right? Mm-hmm. On all sides. We're helping them with their blueprint. We're giving them binders. We're giving them organization. What? I think Billy D's the chairman of the malt liquor community, actually.
I know where the Cheryl Wife comment came from. I could tell you if you want to know.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I shared his wife. And he's upset.
Yeah. You actually have a whole channel dedicated to that, right? Yeah.
And they want to fucking insult, now you got the fucking chairman Steel Worldwide with his sauce binder. Great idea. I'd fucking stand it. It's almost back rib season, Steel Worldwide. We're approaching it quickly, hopefully soon. I've not been down to my local McDonald's lately to ask them when it's coming, but I think I'm going to go down there for dinner on Monday. I got something in the works for next week, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. We're going to do an outdoor on location liquor video.
Oh.
North of here. We'll get it straightened out. We'll figure it out.
I don't think there's anything more from Mr. Met there, Joe.
What rings does he wear?
He's got a couple replica Mets World Series rings he's wearing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark, what do you think about his wall of losers right there?
Well, at least it's color coordinated, I guess. That's about all I can say.
Yeah, it is. About the only positive thing I have, with the wall of losers right there is the fantastic flag that is hanging right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful flag, absolutely. The rest of it, though,
which, if you notice, is hung backwards.
Yeah, it is backwards. Yeah,
it's backwards. So what's up with?
No, I mean, he drinks malt liquor. I mean,
that's
it looks right side up and facing right to him. I mean,
yeah. So it's like and when you've got and then he has that "Let's Go Mets" banner over there, and then you've got Buchanan for president. Give me a break. What happened there? Ron Paul. What happened there? I mean, and then the flag's backwards. I don't know who's the one on welfare here.
Ron Paul just had a stroke on live TV about 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw that. Yeah.
He's okay, but it was pretty sad to watch.
Well, I think the whole Mets organization has had a stroke on live TV. Right? I mean, come on. What's happening there? Let's go Mets. Yeah, they were like, yeah, let's go. Isn't it like you have to push 3 times and breathe, 4 times and breathe? How do you do that? How does that?
I don't know.
Trying to resuscitate the Mets. So what else do we have?
You know what? In the excitement of all the news tonight and the breaking news and the new label, I totally forgot that I have this 22 ouncer here.
Oh,
It actually is a Colt 45 malt liquor.
Yeah.
Should I drink that tonight?
If you wish, as a tribute to the old school.
This
The swan song to the
Yeah,
old
this-
Network.
Yeah.
could be probably will be the last Colt 45 malt liquor.
Oh, let's. We got to give you full attention to see if you can get this one. Oh, this isn't a twist cap.
Sure it is.
It is. Oh, well, let's see. Let's see if craft beer can get the bottle open better.
22 ounce.
22
This
ounce.
was brought back from the dangerous streets of Detroit, Michigan.
Yes,
As
right.
they say, I had to duck and dodge a hail of gunfire to acquire this Colt.
At the Detroit Welcome.
There it is, baby. Woo!
Refreshing and delicious.
Not going to toss it. I may toss this after.
Yeah.
You know, one of these days we need to. Who's our friend there? That it's the Hulk, isn't it? When he does the reviews, he
Yep.
he pours it down.
Craft beer review. Yeah.
And I mean, I one of these days we have to take one of these.
See, the thing is, though, now, Joe, with the label change, the stuff with that old label on it that's going to be collector's items.
I don't know. Do people really want to give good money for that, though?
No.
And, 20 years from now, you can say you got it probably tastes the same 20 years from now as it does. It's like a Twinkie.
It is. It's the same color as the Twinkie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to leave it in frame here. It's never going to leave frame.
Okay, good.
But this will probably be my last ever Colt 45 malt liquor on camera. And I should have started this earlier. It didn't occur to me.
Yeah. So, what do you want to give any sort of review on your first drinks of said malt liquor, old school Colt 45 malt liquor?
You mean you want me to recite like my memories, some lasting memories that I feel as I consume this last ever beverage with malt liquor on the label?
Sure.
It like really sucks.
That's 2 words more than Dave, but that's pretty good.
Yeah. That was damn good. Exactly.
I don't know. It actually tastes better than the ones that I've had out of the aluminum can. I don't know. Maybe some of the light going through the clear bottle and giving it the funk actually improved the flavor.
Probably does. Yeah, probably skunks.
Yeah, the skunkiness I actually think improved the flavor.
So, is there like some German nature to that beer? Is that what you're saying? There's are they copying something from the Germans there?
Yeah, it's got the smell of death to it.
Yeah, that looked really good. You really sold that one.
Enjoying that one, yeah.
That drink right there said it all. When you got to look at it twice again, you're like, oof, wow, oof.
Yeah.
Huh? Oof.
Refreshing and delicious. Absolutely refreshing. And
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about as good as a Christmas fruit pie, right? Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, the fruitcake that you just keep re-gifting.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll just re-gift this till next year until Aunt Maple eats it.
Yeah, this is the liquid gift that keeps liquid re-gifting.
Oh dear God. Bro. And by the way, since I've been watching commercials now that football started, the commercial where where they talk about they have ants and their ants are coming over to visit.
Yeah.
Flipping
Geico commercials. Yeah.
that commercial is hilarious.
They've got a few other good ones in that series. What was it? Oh, we have a rat problem. You seen that one? They got rat up in the attic and kitchen.
Yeah, it's good to see that there are still some entertaining commercials, absolutely, because that ant gets me every time. And then I love the way they finish it by another ant is coming over.
Yeah.
Ringing the doorbell and all that. So what else do you have for us, Bum?
You know what? I have one more quick link, but reading the chat here.
Oh, what's happening?
We have the return of a longtime friend, Bobo.
Oh
yeah.
Where has Bobo been?
He's been at your house, apparently.
According to him, I have been in prison. I broke out, and I'm hiding in Joe D's house. I've been hiding in his attic. I have been sneaking into his kitchen when he is out and eating food out of his fridge. Well, there you go.
No wonder the fridge has been so empty. I was wondering, Bobo, you bad boy, you Bobo.
And he's given a subsequent series of everything he's done while he's been living in your house, Joe.
J Dolls was the truth. I baptized Joe D's trampoline.
Yeah. No. Back a ways. Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, I wonder if my neighbors saw any of that. Mark doesn't have a wife. He has 3 husbands. McRib season approaching. Here we go. Yeah. Jody has no idea I'm in his house. Is that what's happening over there? I was wondering too, because something keeps moving this mat. I have like this mystery mat that moves.
Mm-hmm.
I have this mat. When I make this desk stand up so I can make it a standing desk, I have a mat that I move over here so I can stand on it. And it literally sits right here next to me, but sometimes it moves about a foot back. Now I know what's happening. Bobo.
Yep.
That explains it all. Right there. Robert says malt liquor, but he didn't have an exclamation point. It's just all caps. So malt liquor. Like
Yep.
There we go. Bombers are delicious, Bum.
Mm-hmm.
Mark helped me break out of prison. I took Jody's car out for a drive when he was sleeping. I was wondering why it had more miles on it. Bobo. Is Johnny Bootlegger a malt liquor beverage? That's the only malt type drink I stand. Wow.
Bootlegger, I don't know.
Don't know.
Condom in Jody's car. Whoa.
Hopefully unused.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I still haven't been out there yet. I have to go check, but wow.
That's a sticky situation.
Yes. Mark is back. He's a few beers in. That's what it took.
Mm-hmm.
So our last link is from 40-ounce Mad Moeller from a couple weeks ago. He was mad, actually, a couple weeks ago that I did not post this. He out-chairmaned the chairman with the stubs.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm. This is pretty clever, actually.
The right way.
So we've got... Whoa! Does Stubbs make his own sort of foods now? Snacks?
Uh-huh.
Wow, what is happening here?
The chairman didn't have the foresight to do this.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Matt Mueller did.
Look at that. Stubbs Sticky Sweet. Oh, yeah. Cheese curls. Now, what do you guys think? These are the puffy cheese curls. What do you think about puffy cheese curls? I like Cheetos. We had that discussion on here before. Cheetos or cheese puffs. I think most of us were Cheetos guys, but I think 2 of you, if I remember, like the puffs.
I don't like the puffs.
I'm not a big. I prefer the more substantial ones that have some weight to them.
Yeah.
Not the puffs. Okay, so I had that wrong. We actually are all in agreement that we like the Cheetos,
Yes.
not the puffs.
Yeah.
No puffs. No puffs.
So I wonder
Put you on the
why.
layer.
I wonder why Stubbs would go flavored cheese curl puffs, because those are cheese puffs to me, right?
Yeah.
No, I guess that's what hers was offering.
Here we go. All right. This is looking
Ready to pour-
positive here.
Look at that. Beautiful
Yeah.
pour.
Yeah. So far, man
And the
card
bread
is
said so.
intact. All
Have
right.
yourself a chip.
Yeah.
No, it's not a chip. It's a puff.
All right. Oh, he's dipping, kids. He's. Whoa.
Oh, he's rolling.
What does that look like?
What a big fat no comment
10
for
out
me.
of 10,
Yeah,
There you go.
folks.
that's what I say.
Time to do the ultimate barbecue
Yeah,
sauce review.
and
Wait.
he did the
You mentioned you didn't
appropriate
have the foresight
sauce
to do this.
that is recommended on the bag.
Matt Muller did.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get to it.
He did a sauce puff pairing.
This is how it's done, kids.
Ready to
Don't
pour- oh,
whatever
look at
you
that.
do,
Beautiful pour.
don't take out. I mean, how would that have looked if he'd have took out a
So.
cheese puff
Have yourself a
And-
chip.
and put sauce on each
No,
cheese
it's not
puff?
a chip.
Yeah.
Why does this part remind me of his sister? I don't. Is that weird? I don't know. Like it just right there. Yeah, I remember.
You saw the same thing I saw. Yeah.
With maybe a little bit of bleeding there.
Oh,
Well, and just like his sister, she too put it in her mouth.
oh!
I don't know. It's so funny. That's a true story.
That's a true story. That's absolutely true. No, I believe you. Absolutely. Yeah. Totally true story. And look at that. Still in frame. Colt 45. Old school now malt liquor.
Ooh, about halfway done.
Halfway done.
Yeah.
What is the latest report on halfway through? So we're 11 ounces into said Colt 45 malt liquor.
Yeah, I think we're about 13 or 14 ounces in.
Okay, 14 ounces in.
I'm becoming very sad because I know that I'm coming up on consuming the last legitimate ounces of malt liquor, which actually say malt liquor on the label.
Yeah. Because as we know, even this is one area that craft beer and malt liquor actually are in agreement. Whatever it says on the label, we think we should get. And if it doesn't say something on the label, then it's probably not true.
I mean,
Right.
I've been sitting here contemplating, thinking about things. Joe, I have a request. If I start crying towards the end of this, please mute me and cut off my camera, please.
Yeah, we'll cut the camera. Yeah, of
Because I
course.
may become overly sentimental here.
It is kind of emotional. No, I understand how you could become consumed by emotion under this.
Right.
circumstance.
Because I'm sitting here thinking about the first time that I ever drank Colt 45 malt liquor.
Yeah.
My God, it was at least 18, 19 months ago.
Yes. Way back. I mean, so far.
So much has happened since then.
Way back when I was in my early 50s.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. It's the early 50s, right? Yeah. Right around the turn of the half century there. Yeah, exactly.
And I think about all I've been through with my life ever since then.
True. Yeah. And
The ups and downs, the marriages and divorces.
yeah, the goals you could have accomplished.
Yeah.
If you just wouldn't have wasted your life drinking malt liquor.
Yeah.
Now, did you manage to get yourself a Corvette?
I not only got myself a Corvette, I got myself a Camaro too.
Yeah. Now, are you in shape for mac rib season? Is the question.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you fully prepared? How many mac ribs do you think you'll get down this particular season there?
Well, if they come to my area, I can pretty much guarantee you I will have 0.
Coach, how many mac ribs, if they come to your area, how many mac ribs do you think you would consume?
Probably about 10.
Yeah, easy.
I'll do 2. I did 2 last year. You got 2 for $5. I mean, so.
Yeah. Now, in your area, Mark, do you have to get them extra sauce, or is the sauce okay the way they come?
Sauce, they were well sauced, not overly sauced, but they were well sauced. Just like I had to be to eat them.
Now, this is another way that craft beer and malt liquor comes together because, there is no more perfect food than the mac rib. It is perfect. It is grilled to perfection on one side. It is awesome.
It's chunked and formed to look exactly like real meat.
On one side.
Yeah.
It is perfect. And the bread is so soft and supple.
The pickles. Can't forget the pickles.
And the 2 pickles. And I think that is the reason why Bum will not eat them.
Yeah, because of the pickles.
The pickles. Yes. How many of you out there in the chat will be eating mac ribs this mac rib season? We're literally days away here, aren't we? When
Yeah,
does,
I think.
I don't think there's an actual
McDonald's
specific
has a
day.
mac rib.
I think McDonald's likes to keep everybody guessing.
It's probably going to be after Prime Day. I can guarantee that. But they have a mac rib finder. McDonald's had a mac rib finder last year, so yeah.
I'm looking at the mac rib locator right now.
Mac rib locator.
Yeah, that's how I got my 2 years ago, and afterwards I said never again.
Oh, now here we go. Breaking news. We have a mac rib sighting. Now, all you got to do is go to Spain, and they have mac ribs already.
Wow.
In Spain.
They're not in the U.S. yet.
So
that's all we have to do is go to Spain. That's it.
That's it, right there. Spotted by Pablo.
Can I
Pablo.
chew on one of those while I'm running away from a bowl?
That's the most recent sighting of mac rib.
Joe, you scared me when you said breaking news. I thought maybe Mayor McCheese tested positive for coronavirus.
The hamburger.
Oh, you know who did, though, test positive for corona is the quarterback for the Patriots.
Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Cam Newton himself has my corona.
And so so that game is suspended now. Who are they playing? Supposed to play tomorrow?
I don't think they've suspended the game as far as I heard. At least before we started.
They're rescheduling it. I'm just seeing it on a Monday or Tuesday following positive COVID-19 test.
Yeah, because they're playing the Chiefs. That was supposed to be a big game.
Yeah. So they're postponing for a couple days. They got to figure out what to do next.
Yeah, that is huge. Man. That is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the biggest name so far this season.
Mm-hmm.
In the first quarterback, I think. Was there another quarterback during the season? I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, I don't think so. So he's the biggest name so far. And it's not just him, it's several other players and coaches possibly.
Mm-hmm.
That they put in quarantine at least. So when I had read the report earlier, they hadn't even got on the plane yet. They were supposed to get on the plane.
Yeah, they got tested before they were to get on the plane, I guess. And
yeah,
the Saints are playing like they have it.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. So, what else did you have for us, Bum? Was that it?
That is it. Billy D already retired for the night, and
I am sorry, Billy D. We missed his outro.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, the big news this week, obviously, the death of the Colt 45.
I completely effed that up, so that's all on me right there. Apologize there, Billy D. The new chairman of the malt liquor community, as you see, setting trends, and we still have in frame. We are down to the last. Would you call that the last quarter?
Yeah, I would call this maybe like the last fifth.
So, how are your feelings now about the last fifth of said Colt 45 malt liquor?
You mean, how are my feelings as far as
Are you going to get
I wrap this part of my life up?
Yeah.
And move on.
Yeah.
To bigger and better things.
Are you going to be able to stay strong? Are you going to be able to keep it together?
Hashtag Colt 45 strong.
Nice! Oh, that was perfect.
Malt liquor may be dead, but hashtag Colt 45 strong.
Yeah, Colt 45 strong.
It's going to be trending on Twitter here pretty soon.
Well, come on. You know how we set trends here. Give me a break.
You cannot kill the malt.
No, there's no killing the malt. Are you kidding me? Mm-mm. No, absolutely not. So as you can tell, I got a mouthful of worm right now, baby. These things, I swear to God, they're
sounds like a.
When's the last time you had a gummy worm? When's the last time you had a good, solid gummy worm?
Never.
Long time.
Long time. No, I'm not going there, Joe.
Come on, baby. Put a worm in your mouth. You'll enjoy it. Let it roll around your tongue a little bit.
Did I say you can't kill the malt? I'm about to kill the malt.
Oh,
that's the swill.
There it is. Oh, he's writing it down there, baby. Getting it down. All right.
You didn't go.
Boy. Was that it? That was all this?
That's it. Kind of a disappointing way to end things, isn't it?
Yeah, well. Yeah, that was. I'd play the crickets, but you know.
Yeah.
I think we have crickets in here somewhere as well.
Oh well.
How many cameras do you see, Bum?
Oh, here's one for you.
Consider yourself on the list.
Shout out to you, sir.
Yeah, and another thing, that bummer Fred, whatever your freaking name is, bum.
Do us all a fucking favor, Mark. Just fucking end it.
We got those sounds at least. So we'll get to some comments real quick here. Oh, shoot, man, there's been quite a few comments. Dear God. All right, we have we got David's in here again. Hi guys, I'm enjoying what is this? A Saint? I don't know. How do you even say? Come on, I'm a few beers in. What are you gonna do? You killing me here? What are you doing to me? Have you guys ever tasted a Belgian quadruple? Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can anybody name any quads they've had?
Six Glass, which is done by Boulevard Brewing, which I think is one of the best. It's not made in Belgium, but it's one of the best representations of the style, I think.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
I can't name the quads I've had, but I've definitely had some.
You've got all a bunch of names that you can't pronounce, but they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even if I had them on the screen, I couldn't pronounce them. You have to look for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Give me a break. That is a whole style that I can't say. You know what I'm saying? My mouth just don't work like that. Black don't crack, but it does smoke crack. Yeah, you know, that was a nice try. The kid's trying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he, A for effort there. You know, he's trying, you know. Colt 45 legends never die. The malt liquor inside the Colt 45 container is still malt liquor. Yeah, I disagree.
Yeah, it's up for debate.
Yeah, and we're debating it. You know, debating, not master. Okay. I'll never do it. Bobo's in the house. He sounds like Beavis from Beavis and Butthead.
Is he talking about Malt Mustang? Maybe.
Yeah, probably. Malt Mustang is Loop Bag Jerry. B Grumble is correct, I suspect. Yeah, and then here's his Bobo's explanation of where he's been and how he's been, sneaking around there. Jay Dolls was the truth. Rest in peace. I baptized Joe D's trampoline. Mark doesn't have a wife. He has 3 husbands.
Yeah, you said that before. It's fine.
Mac
You can't have any of them. They're all mine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're all his. I mean, give me a break. Bombers are delicious. Mark helped me break out of prison. Yeah, we talked about that as well. Let me go down here a little bit. I left some condom in Joe's car. Yeah. What is this one? This one doesn't make any sense. Help me out here. I was very drink when I was driving Jody's car.
It makes total sense.
Yeah.
You missed the moment. You had it. You know what I'm saying? You were so close, right? I'm in attic. Yeah. See, once again. Hey, there's TD, man. What's up, guys?
What's up, TD?
I like to move Jody's mat. I figured that out. Someone had to be moving, I need a Diet Coke. Hey, I just got a new case. You ought to know that. You were in the fridge, right? I just signed up for Costco again. Oh, after years.
On Mark, I am drinking TD. I'm drinking Arrogant Bastard. There you go. Darn tasty beer, I say. Good stuff.
Fantastic stuff. That's a great beer, man. Great beer. Let's see. We have
I'm good drink, that's for sure.
The community will turn on Moeller. And then again, Mark, what would you drinking on? I have been drinking Jody's Diet Pepsi. No, Diet Coke. You had it nailed. I don't drink Diet Pepsi. No, I don't even drink Pepsi. No Pepsi products here. Coca-Cola. I like to crush cheese puffs into a powder and snort it and get high. Cheetos make a bacon cheese puff in the 80s. They were fantastic. I've never. Cheetos make a bacon cheese puff in the 80s. They were fantastic. I don't. You guys ever done that? I never.
Yeah, I never had bacon cheese puffs, but
Yeah.
Fake news.
All right, nice. All right, we got some guys that are on today, man. And that's what Coach not drinking anything. He's drinking Powerade right now, man, or something like that. I drink chili sauce straight out of the bottle. That's from Bobo. That would explain a lot, though, wouldn't it, Bum?
Mm-hmm.
Bum, you ought to chug the bomber.
Well, I didn't chug it, but I did finish it.
I used to sneak beer into school when I was a kid. Bobo, who didn't?
Yeah.
I broached Joe D's Tiger mug. I smashed it into a powder and snorted it. Got a high, Joe D. Never knew what happened to his Tiger mug. Yeah. I'm going to be eating Mac ribs. I will be indulging in some Mick ribs. That's not.
I guess that's different than Mac ribs.
It is very different, very, very different, as we know. I'm going for 25, says Vega. I don't know about 25. If they're available in my area, I'm with Coach. I say about 10.
Okay. Yeah.
It's going to be an even number. It's not going to be an odd number for me because, like Mark said, they typically sell them 2 for 4, 2 for 5, or 2 for 6.
Yep.
It's usually 2 for, and man, you can slide back 2 of them bad boys like no one's business. I mean, they're soft and succulent, and they look like a rib on one side. Give me a break. And he said it again, just so you make sure you understand him. I'm going for 25. I will have a few Mac ribs, says Chris. If Joe D is out for the night, I will sleep in his bed. The chat log doesn't lie. Vitamins and nutrients, bum.
That's the swill.
I love gummy beer. Gummy beer. Didn't we have a discussion about like gummy beer at one point? Wasn't that kind of a trend a couple years back? Wasn't somebody making gummy beer? Not that you could consume, but making something that I could have swore I saw it and showed it on the show. Yeah, no, someone mentioned. I remember. No. That's bringing back a lot of memories. Gummy beer. Let me bring. Yes, there it is. Yes. Do you remember this? I remember that. We had it on the show. Okay, look, here we go. This is going to flip and blow your minds right here. See? Look at this. Gummy beer tutorial. Do you remember this?
How many years ago is this?
This is, I don't know. Let's see here. They were making these gummies that look like beer. See? Look. 2017. It was just a couple years ago. I remembered this. We had it on the show. I showed it on the show and everything. I remember that.
Okay, so to make our beer gummy, the first thing you're going to
See?
need is...
Look at that. He was not lying about this. Look at that.
Huh.
It was a whole thing, man, and people were making these things. I remember this so vividly. Yeah, look at that. I don't know why on God's earth you'd want to. They were doing this. It was a thing, man. It's crazy, but look how real that looks. I'll give it to him.
Beating, and that kind of mimics
Look at that.
the look of condensation. So that's kind of a cool little effect.
Look at this, man.
Realism.
Look
Now I'm just going to put this into the refrigerator to store it until you actually want to serve it, because it needs to stay refrigerated.
Yeah, so you have like a beer next to your burger cake. Huh? I remember this. I had it on the show. And yeah, that was from 2017. See? Boom. We are up on all the latest stuff here, man. All the latest stuff. We have had it. That is hilarious, man. Yeah, gummy beer. We had that here. No Coach foam. That's Vega. Oh, there's Andrew. At work, Joe. Still here for giving the commish a bad time. Bobo sniffed glue as a child. I don't doubt he did. The whole flipping bottle. He had his head in that thing. Commish needs to submerge his chicken nuggets in the BBQ sauce. Malt liquor only, ladies, or off yourself. Oh, that's from 209.
Yeah, 209 J. Jones.
209 J. Jones. When was the last time he was on here?
Whoa. What did I miss?
209 J. Jones with a comment.
What up, Tom?
Here. Malt liquor only, ladies, or off yourself. What up, guys? There's Tom right there, man. We got a couple links posted in there if you want to jump in there, Tom, and submit your 2 cents. Yeah, there's 209 J. Jones. What do you say about that, bum? That's got to be something. Yeah, but
anytime the malt liquor referee comes into the chat on this show, it's an honor and a privilege.
Gummy worms, Tom. Gummy worms. Let's talk about your favorite gummy worms. So let's get into this, man. Yankee Doodle. What does the macaroni in Yankee Doodle? What is the significance of I know that even the term Yankee means something.
It's a derogatory term, actually, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it was derogatory towards us.
Did you research this, Coach? I heard you heavily researched this.
Yeah, it actually means tortilla chip.
Oh, nice. That's very interesting.
Oh,
yeah. No, the only thing I saw was that the macaroni, because Joe was asking if, why would you stick a feather in your hat and call it macaroni? It referred to a fashion trend in the 1790s by British men. And I can't remember what the other word was. It's like legislative British men, which is the incorrect word, by the way. But it's a fashion trend. So they stuck a feather in their hat. It's a fashion trend.
So
That's
I will play this version of Yankee Doodle. Here we go. At risk of getting flagged again.
You know you're going to get flagged.
Down riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the steppin' with the girls be handy.
What does that mean?
Well, the girls and be handy. That's for interpretation.
I mean, where do you go with that? I missed over the whole big part of this thing. I'm so worried about the stupid macaroni. What's up with the girls being handy?
And I don't know if you're a Yankee Doodle dandy and you stick your feather somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, and then
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Right after that, there's a reference to girls being handy. Just saying, what does all that mean? Here's the lyrics to the song right here, just so you can see them. I ain't making this up, kids. That's
the kids' version, Joe.
This is the kids' version of the song. We'll blow this up so you can see it real good.
Scout song. Oh boy.
So that's the clean version.
This is the kids' version of Yankee Doodle. Yankee Doodle went to town.
Yeah, right there. That's up for interpretation.
Yeah.
Of riding on a pony.
Yeah.
He stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni.
This is the most sexual song I've ever freaking heard of.
Yeah.
This is like Two Live Crew before Two Live Crew. This is now.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
You know what? This needs to go with the syrup and whatever else we're offended by. This is
This is like he might as well have had.
Yeah, this has nothing on WAP.
No. You know me, right? Is it OPP? You know me. OPP. So Yankee Doodle, keep it up. After he stuck his feather somewhere, Yankee Doodle, keep it up. So they had the Blue Diamonds back then as well. Yankee Doodle dandy, mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy.
Yeah, them girls be handy.
Yeah.
Father and I went down to camp along with Captain Gooding, and there we saw the men and boys as thick as Hastings pudding.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Who is this Hasty, and why has he got his pudding all over the place?
Why were they thick? That's what I want to know.
It was thick pudding.
Oh.
And what is this about all the boys?
Looking at men and boys that are, I don't know. That does not. That sounds very inappropriate.
And there was Captain Washington and gentle folks about him. They say he's grown so tarnal proud, he will not ride without them.
Oh my God! Wow.
This sounds like the lyrics to a porno movie.
Here's the full version of Yankee Doodle. Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap, and called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle dandy, mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. Father and I went down to camp along with Captain Gooding, and there we saw the men and boys as thick as Hastings pudding. And there we saw 1,000 men as rich as Squire David. What does that mean? So Squire David was a thick guy, huh? I mean, hey, compliment. And what they wasted every day. I wish it could be saved.
Oh my God.
That's if this ain't some kind of confirmation to the IBGTQABC community that everybody out there was like this, what is? right?
Yeah, girls, stay handy so Captain Washington and Captain so and so can get handy with the pudding. And what the hell are we talking about?
Thick pudding. It's thick
Good
pudding.
with the pudding.
What is going on?
And he was all over the pudding. Apparently, was all over the men and the boys. I mean,
It was thick as hell.
it was thick as hell. There was a comment about it in here. Yeah, all over 1,000 men. I mean, that's you know, nowadays they call that a hell of a bukkake. The lasses, they eat it every day. Would keep a house a winter.
Oh my
They
God.
have so much that I'll be bound. They eat it when they mind terror, right? And there I see a swapping gun, large as a large log of maple, upon a deuced little cart, a load of father's cattle.
Wow.
Yeah, now they're bringing animals into this. And every time they shoot it off, it takes a horn of powder and makes a noise like father's gun, only a nation louder. As I went as nigh to oneself, one myself, as, what is it, underpinning, and father went as nigh again. I thought the deuce was in him.
Huh.
Cousin Simon grew so bold, I thought he would have cocked it. It scared me so I shrinked it off and hung it by father's pocket.
I don't think there's any need to continue.
No.
Because it goes on, kids. Wow.
Wow.
It ends with, it scared me so I hooked it off, nor stopped it, as I remember, nor turned about till I got home, locked up in mother's chamber. If that's not some kind of child abuse mixed with gay porn or something, I don't know what is. There were some serious issues. We're finding
Let's leave the gay porn out of this, Joe. No, there's nothing wrong with that.
no, not that there's anything wrong with it. No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we've got Yankee in the chat. I'm not. I'm just saying. Oh, we have someone else in here that can possibly, you know, because he is from that Massachusetts area where some of these songs originate from, and maybe he can shed some light on it. Tom, did you hear?
Is Tom a dad yet? That's what I want to know.
Oh, yes. Okay, let's get to the main news here. Is Tom a father officially?
Not yet.
Oh,
Due today, but not yet. We shall see. I'm on standby.
on serious. We are all on serious standby mode now. So
Yeah, not yet.
is the other party in the hospital waiting for said arrival of other
No. I would have to be there because if I leave, I can't go back.
Oh.
I'd have to literally stay there.
Oh, okay.
So she's in there for 5 days. I'm there for 5 days.
Okay.
Yep.
Not yet, though. Not yet. So I fell asleep at 5 o'clock and I just woke up at 8:30. Don't mind me. I'm like out of it.
Oh, are we to that stage yet where it's okay? Before it could be any time, but now we are literally. It could be any moment.
Yeah. Any moment. And running to the
You get a
hospital.
call right now that drives you off of here, and you've got to go.
Yeah.
That how okay. Now we covered how you were the last time you were on here, and it was close, but not this close. Now we're weeks farther into this, and I mean you're literally moments away from this. What are you going through? Where's your mindset?
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm just.
And are you drinking anything? Are you trying to stay kind of clean?
I'm drinking, but I'm not drinking as much.
Right.
To be honest, I'm trying to stay a little clear-headed because if she does need to be dragged to the hospital, I don't want to be. You know what I mean?
Are you consuming? Are you doing anything that would make you want some of these gummies? Here?
I can't say so. I can't say so. But I do like, if I was gonna eat gummy bears, I like the peach rings, with the sugar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good time.
So tell us, what's your state of mind, man? What do you? I mean, do you have a bag pack? A bag packed with some items in it. I mean, where are you at,
Oh
man?
yeah,
Mindset.
we both have our bags packed in the trunk. We got the seats in the car. We got everything packed. We got food. We got clothes. We got toothbrushes, brushes, everything you need to survive for 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think I'm exhausted now. Wait till we have the kid, right?
Oh my
the
God.
first 3 months, I know I'm going to be exhausted, but it'll be worth it.
And so, when if any, is an appropriate time to share this newest member of the Share Beer community with the Share Beer Show? When can we look forward to a glimpse at this new life?
I mean, I'm open to sharing the baby. I'm not really. I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, just something to think about. It don't require an answer.
I mean, we're on camera, so it's not like you guys are like everyone's in the house and
Right.
coronavirus pandemic season. I mean, we're on the camera, and
Right.
I won't be closed-minded about it. But I mean, if the baby comes in a couple days, I mean, I don't mind showing the baby within 3, 4, 5 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a lot going on up here.
Oh yeah. No, you. I know you just absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's okay. So what is the family? What's their situation? Now? I know here in Arizona, they're starting to consider letting family members one at a time into like a waiting areas sort of situation, right?
Yeah.
They're starting to even consider that. Is that happening in your area as well?
Not that I know of. No.
Okay.
I think they're still pretty strict about it. They just want one person in there. If you leave, you're done.
Gotcha.
Even they don't want anyone. Like my brother had a child. You were able to go in, sit in the waiting area, go see the baby. Yeah, they don't want any of that.
Okay.
We're actually thinking of going up to Boston. Just driving up to Boston because we don't like the doctor that we have right now. So like we got the best doctors in the world. We can just go to like Mass General, or somewhere, Brigham's, or go anywhere else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We'd rather take that chance.
So that's a huge chance, isn't it? Because you're to take a chance to go with any doctor that happens to be in your area.
That tells you how much we don't like our doctor. Yeah, that tells you how much we don't like our doctor.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. When you go to the doctor, it's like NASCAR, like Daytona 500. So it's like.
And some of these visits aren't even being done in person, right? They're literally just seeing you like we are right now, isn't it?
No, we're able to go in. Some doctors I can't go in, but like the weekly, like check the heart rate and everything, I can go in.
Okay.
But like I know Rhode Island is being really iffy about stuff. So like ultrasound wise, we're so close to Rhode Island that we can't. We're under Rhode Island's rules on certain doctors. So I'm not able to go in for the ultrasounds because it's through Rhode Island. It's
really?
Weird.
Rhode Island's weird anyway, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Rhode Island is.
Right? Yeah, Rhode Island. Yeah.
They have that very unique accent, right? Rhode Island, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm from, I'm from Providence, right? Like, give me a break, right? Rhode Island.
I'm from Warwick, right?
Yeah, Warwick. I mean, it's even more a defined accent than Boston, right?
Yeah.
It is. It's crazy. It's this little state. the whole state the size of Phoenix, right?
You could
It's
drive
crazy.
right 35 minutes out of 40 minutes. I'm right through all into
You know
Connecticut.
what's hilarious, Tom? I used to go to Rhode Island to deliver meat, right? Which
Yeah.
is hilarious when I finish the story, because it used to be down the street from this gay park, and if you park there at night, you had to watch it, man, because you didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? And not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just that's you know what I'm saying. And so, you know, that's my memories of Rhode Island. You know what I'm saying? Is that Providence. And it's just very defined little area. It's cool over there. I mean, I've been over there several times.
Providence has a lot of like Italians, a lot of like Hispanics. I think it's a pretty cool town. It's a small town, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I used to head over there. But check this out, man. As I'm taking now, check this out, team. What do you think, brother? I am taking the whole top off of this beer. Look at that. Oh shit!
Oh, you got your beer merchant now?
Yeah. Oh my god!
You got a gusha.
Now it's not supposed to happen. That was live TV, folks. How does the German say it? Live TV.
Live TV. Live TV.
Live TV.
Podcast's better.
Yeah, that's how.
Florida.
That so I do have beer emergency towel, and I am soaked.
He's gone.
My mouth is soaked over here. Everything's soaked. Dear God, that beer went everywhere. Oh my goodness. But it is cool. Where'd the team go? Oh, there he is. What's going on here? There he is. So what's going on with you, team? How you doing, brother?
Just sitting there hanging out. How y'all doing tonight?
How's your baby, man? Are you having any kids right now? Are you pregnant?
I'm not pregnant. Hopefully not. Hopefully I've been using my diaphragm right.
You've been using the diaphragm right? So I thought you were pregnant, man. So do you mean to tell me you're just fat?
Yeah.
I'm glad.
You want to get me pregnant? I'll let you get me pregnant. I'm a dirty fucking whore.
Yeah, trying to get your benefits.
Yeah. Goddamn, hey, we got a fucking coach here. What the fuck?
Yeah. We got coach.
You keep talking like that, and coach won't be here anymore.
Coach, stay here, buddy. I miss you, man. Thank you for being here.
What's up, pal?
How you doing, all right, brother?
I'm doing terrific, man.
I'm about to take a shot just because you're here, man. I love you.
Let's do it.
Salute to you, man.
Salute to everybody in the fucking room. Salute, slanche.
Hey, I'm drinking a Juicy Jack right here, brother.
A Juicy Jack?
Yeah, Jack real juicy, and I'm drinking it.
Whoa, look at that.
Whoa.
I heard we're coming out with a new beer in that series, Joe. It's called Moist Mary.
What about this one?
Yeah. Oh, what is that you've got, man? I've not seen this.
Have y'all had this? I just bought it this week.
No. Looks like
I just bought it.
It's just called Southern Wheat, huh?
I just bought it.
Huh.
Carball. We're gonna have to look this up.
Where are they out of? They're out of Texas, aren't they?
I have no earthly idea. I just they had it at my local place.
Oh, okay.
There must be so many.
Oh yeah. No, they are brewed in Texas. Okay. I'm stupid as shit. It says it right there on the can.
Yeah, Houston. I'm showing Houston.
And I bought another one called Hopadillo. I don't know if y'all had that one.
I've heard of it. I haven't had it though. I think is it the same brewing? Same Harbach Brewing? Yeah.
Yes. I think it is.
Yeah,
a long time. What are they doing to us? Come on.
Do we get it clean?
When were you born, Joe?
We haven't seen this
too damn long ago.
Man, what is going on here? So here's the Southern Wheat. So we have Love Street Blonde. And
yeah, there's a Hopadillo.
That vintage Astros uniform in the middle there.
Look at that.
That's an Nolan Ryan. That's a Nolan Ryan.
It is.
Yep.
That is cool as hell.
Crawford Bach.
I mean,
What
fuck the
even
Astros, but that
easier-
is a vintage Astro color.
Yeah.
Look at this description. What's even easier than a dinger into the Crawford boxes?
Straight out of 1978.
How about cracking open a delicious Crawford Bock? Carball Crawford Bock is so smooth you can easily stretch that single into a double. Pairs perfectly with peanuts, stadium dogs, and a good seventh inning stretch. Well, yeah, because typically you better get a few of these at the seventh inning stretch because that's typically when they cut you off at a ballpark, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is cool, man. I'm glad we looked this up. So here we've got your Southern Wheat right here. 10 IBUs and a 5.4 ABV. That's a good solid. You know what? That's actually pretty high for a wheat beer, isn't
Yeah.
it? So this is considered by them a Belgian style white ale and not
Oh.
So they add
that would explain the 5.4 because wheat beers are typically really low ABV.
Oh, that is good.
Getting a live review.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, yeah, babe.
What are you getting out of that, team? I like the color. Color's nice, man. It is.
Holy shit.
Whoa, yeah. Holy.
You getting some orange flavor in that?
Getting any banana, baby?
Banana?
Nah, I'm getting a bunch of
the right banana.
Like a citrus kind of flavor.
Yeah.
Chocolate banana.
Yeah. Kind of like a land shark. You ever had a land shark?
No, I never had him before.
Oh, damn. I don't know. You never drank land shark?
Oh, yeah, I have, yeah.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like that.
I haven't had a land shark in a long time, though.
Really? No, they're so fucking good.
Yeah, and they're actually pretty affordable, too, land shark. Do you guys get land shark in your areas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep,
yeah, I think so.
It's a pretty wide.
I don't know who brews that. I don't know.
Yeah, land shark.
Is that like the clear bottles?
By somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, clear bottles. Yeah. What about a Leinenkugel? Do y'all get those?
Oh, yeah. Lots of Leinenkugels here.
I love that shit, but can't get it down here. But, I mean, barely can get it.
Yeah, Liney's. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Got whiskey, though.
What kind of whiskey,
brother?
Shock top, yeah. Y'all might think this is cheap shit, but this is a bottle and bond whiskey. I don't know if y'all know what bottle and bond means.
No.
Yep. It's federal.
Bottle and bond means it's at least 4 years old and under government supervision. Barreled under government supervision.
And 100 proof.
Yes, and at least 100 proof.
No.
Yes.
That's not what it means. It means diarrhea the next day.
I love you, Coach.
Coach, I agree with you. But who said 100? Who said at least 100 proof? They were totally right. All right, Tom. Yes.
Get the gold medal for the day. I didn't know that. That's good.
I had no idea.
So that's why they probably have to be bought and barreled under government regulation because it's so strong. Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know. I know it's barreled under government supervision and at least 100 proof, and I think 2 to 4 is 2 to 4 years, or it might be just 4 years.
So supposedly it's bottle and bond because I guess back in the day they used to like put all these different additives to the bourbon. So I guess the federal government came in and they made them under supervision. So I guess and you notice every bottle and bond has like a label going over the cap.
Yeah.
So if that label's ripped, you know it's someone's tampered with it.
Yeah. That makes sense. So people were cutting the bourbon with a bunch of crap, basically.
Yeah.
So that way they knew it was real bourbon, not just swill.
Hey, here's one for you, right here, team. What's up, guys? I'm drinking Frio 6.0.
Oh, Frio. Frio.
There we go.
This one's for Jewel. This one's for Jewel Vega.
Fucking Frio.
Yeah, there you go. I knew that'd make you happy.
Frio light.
This shows a Texas symbol, but this shit ain't made in Texas. It's brewed in like fucking. Hold on. It says it on here, but it's not brewed in Texas.
Is it?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
Frio.
Frio is not brewed in Texas.
Memphis, Tennessee.
In Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, is it really okay?
Yeah, but it's got a big fucking Texas sign. Yeah, it's not brewed in Texas. But I drink shit out of it.
That's funny.
Because it's like $1 a 30-pack.
Yeah, okay. So the question is right here. Actually, he's
so the name says it all. It's Frio.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold. It's cold.
Right here. The question is, how much is a 30-pack of Frio? Frio Light 30-pack cans, $12.99.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's like 35 cents a can.
That's what I pay down here.
Oh, at HEB, here it is. Here you go. HEB, $20.59 for a 30-pack.
How much?
$20.59.
That's too fucking high. I paid $13 down here.
$13 for a 30-pack.
That's too fucking high. I paid $13 for a 30-pack.
Yeah, well, he's right. Keystone Light right here, $18.52.
That's high for a 30 of Keystone. Shit.
Is that the Texas liquor store or something?
Oh no, HEB is a major grocery store.
Oh,
yeah.
Have
you not,
okay. Yeah.
Mark, have you not heard of HEB?
Yeah, HEBs. Yeah, they are.
Yeah. HEBs are amazing.
Yeah, they are big in Texas. Yeah. Well, that means if you buy Frio, you don't buy it at HEB. You buy it at the corner drive-through. Do you guys have drive-through stores there?
Yeah.
We don't have.
Yeah, we got two that are about 30 miles away each way, east and west.
Yeah, I've definitely got drive-through liquor store by me. That's yeah, we still have them here in Phoenix. That's for sure. Just not that many, but I have.
We don't have many here either, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably all the fucking Bible Belt bullshit, but I don't know.
Here's Frio Light, 16-ounce can, 6-pack, $5.69.
There you go. Now we're talking. That's 16. That's Saturday beers. That's 16-ounce cans.
Saturday beers, huh?
That's some Saturday beers. Some 16-ounce cans.
That's Saturday beer, is it? So,
I mean,
okay. Let's compare this now. In your areas, you've got Miller Lite. You might know what Miller Lite costs. 12-ounce cans, 12-pack. $12.34.
30-pack of Miller Lite at my local beer store is $30 and some change.
30 and some change, okay.
Which is ridiculous because that's shit beer.
Now there's one cat that just jumped in here that don't compare beer prices with this guy. Just do your own favor.
I mean, we could be drinking malt liquor.
Yeah. Well, no. Now, Rod J, I don't know. You know, Rod J is incredibly up to date on these things, but now we know that we have a new entry into at least big beer that used to be previously malt liquor and now is big beer, and we can now drink it since it doesn't say malt liquor on the can. Oh, Colt 45 has joined the ranks of regular American lager.
Colt 45?
Yeah, changed the label.
Not liquor anymore.
Is the label changed already?
Hashtag fucking 2020.
For real.
Really? Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah, the label has changed. You heard it here. Rod J, we break news on this show all the time.
We still don't have to drink it though, right?
We can drink it now that it doesn't say malt liquor. We can definitely consume it now that it doesn't say malt liquor. At least I can.
I drink it all the time.
You know what's hilarious, Rod, is that I have now looked for Colt 45. Now that it doesn't say malt liquor, I can't find it in my area. I did not realize how much of a limited selection of malt liquor they actually have in my area. I've never looked for stuff.
I drink it. It ain't worth the fuck.
I think we've all had our time with it at some point, but it's like
the
only thing that makes a malt liquor, right, is really what jurisdictions and stuff may be treated as, right? Because in some states you have to go malt liquor if it's over a certain ABV level.
Yeah.
So it's. But did you break the other beer news?
Oh, the AB in Bev. Is that what you're talking about? Buying completing the deal with?
No, well, not that one, but that's other beer news.
Yeah.
But about the big brewery out of Pottstown, PA.
No. What
Yingling.
Little brewery called Yingling, America's oldest brewery, falling under Miller Coors, and they are taking them national. So everybody that wanted Yingling, they'll be able to get it now.
Yeah, we broke that last week.
Oh, okay. Did you break that they're going to have their 6-pack-in the Hershey Porter?
I
did not know that.
Didn't cover that.
So now you'll get that in 6-packs. And that's already out.
So you can't get Yingling no more?
No, you can.
No, you can. A lot of states couldn't get it before.
No. Texas didn't get it until about 2 years ago.
West of the Mississippi, most of us couldn't get it. The 11 western states, we couldn't.
Yeah.
But we will soon get it. Within 6 months-ish, we'll start seeing it.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Hershey beer. The Hershey beer.
Oh, nice there, Tom.
They only put out on draft, and now they're bottling it. Now, so you'll be able to get that Hershey Porter.
Hershey Porter, yeah.
You'll be able to get that Hershey Porter now from someone like Bumble.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm talking about pickle beer.
What do you got?
Hey, have y'all heard about the pickle beer?
Oh, I got the glass, MC, and I got the glass ready for it. I got the couple. I got a
You
2-pack
got the
on mine.
Yingling. You got the Yingling Hershey.
Is it Becky?
Oh, yeah. Hershey Porter. Yep.
I'm ready for it. So when it comes my way, you best believe.
What do you think that'll cost? 6-pack of that Hershey Porter. What do you think that'll? I have no idea. Since
$9, $8.
Probably like a 6-pack. It'll probably be like $8.99, $7.99 or regular stuff.
Yeah, a couple bucks more than a regular.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, have you been doing this to your beers, man? Taking the top off and drinking them like it's a cup?
No, but I've seen like they got openers now. They can do that for you.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Yeah, there you go. But that's not a bad idea, right? Because with craft beer, they tell you never to drink it straight from the can or whatever, because you don't get the aroma and the flavor. That's because you're going through the little hole. But if you're taking the whole thing off, saves you from washing glasses later.
You know what? These guys have seen me I've been doing it now. I don't know how long I've been doing it, Mark. Probably a month. Probably a solid month. And
you're getting better at it.
It's like an aluminum cup. It actually makes your beer colder, and it's fantastic, man. It's great. Like I could imagine, being on the beach or camping or wherever you're at, fishing.
Have y'all ever had Best Made pickles?
Whoa.
No.
Made pickles, no.
Have you? I know it's in Texas, but they got a Best Made pickle beer brewery here in Dallas that is amazing.
I tell you what, man, I can make a pickle beer.
Have you ever had moonshine pickles?
No, I drink real moonshine. I don't buy it from the store.
Well, I'm just saying. I know there's some places out in Dallas you can get the real moonshine, just like here in Kentucky.
No, I can get that in the store, but I buy it straight from a guy that I know. I don't.
Yeah.
I get it out the still. Fuck that. I get it out the still out of Oklahoma.
I freaking love this guy, man. I swear to God.
I know people in Kentucky that do the same thing, TGF. So.
Oh yeah, but you get
guys
people
are from two of the areas in this country. You're gonna be fighting the same thing.
I got friends that'll be like, "Hey, if you want real moonshine, I got family down here in Soto County." So
you get people.
You both are in the heartland.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get people that go into the liquor store and they're like, "Oh shit, I'm buying real legit moonshine." And I'm like, "No, the fuck you're not." They
Yeah.
cut it down with water so much.
Yeah.
You're getting real moonshine when you go to Joe Bob out in the fucking woods and he's making that shit out of a fucking a turd cutter or some shit. I mean, he's just making that shit. You know what I mean?
I think I saw you on one of those moonshine episodes.
I mean, I'm just being honest. What the fuck? Like, I know a guy that eats raw beef that makes my moonshine, and he makes very good moonshine.
Yeah.
He's good people, but he's a stupid ass. But he can make good moonshine.
I don't, would you? Wow, that was a hell of a qualifying right there. So the guy eats raw meat.
No, the motherfucker opened up a full deal of raw ground beef and just started eating it in front of me. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You're making my moonshine and you're eating ground beef right in front of me raw.
There you go. Quality control.
And so that makes this guy qualified to get some of the best moonshine in your area.
You know, he's got the best shit, I promise you. And that's the fucked up thing. That's the fucked up thing. He's got good moonshine, but
I think he's been
the
sampling
motherfucker's
too
just
much.
ignorant.
He's been sampling too much.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
These gummy worms here, team. I think he consumes a lot of stuff that makes him desire these gummy worms, right?
Oh shit, I want that.
Yeah, the gummy worms are delicious.
Yeah,
I love gummy worms. Is that moonshine?
Mark is actually Mark is actually in an area where they make and consume a lot of moonshine.
Yeah, I don't have to go too far to get it if I want it.
See, that's how I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we should go right down the road to get it.
Mark is literally in the woods.
You just got to know your local hillbilly. That's it.
like I just say, I know a guy.
Now, in your area, does that guy have a sign out in front of his house? I'm the local hillbilly.
This motherfucker don't even know what a sign is.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
He don't know what a sign is.
You gotta be in the know to find the right guys.
He's so stupid. He's just like, "Hey, yeah, I sell moonshine."
Jesus.
But if they can't find his steal, he can't get arrested. So
exactly.
So you gotta be half man and half beast to navigate the woods.
He makes some of the best moonshine I've ever had.
Now, do you prefer your moonshine in a milk jug, a mason jar, or in a Pepsi?
Mason jar all the way.
So it can't be in a milk jug.
No, I don't fuck with that. I mean, if you had a mason jar that was the size of a gallon milk jug, I would take it.
How about those big wine jugs? Those huge wine jugs.
I would do one of those. One of those.
That's a good time.
I would do one of those.
Oh yeah, or like you could just get a growler from a brewery and just
I like a growler. Yeah, kind of like a big growler.
Mm-hmm.
But he don't do that shit. He's too stupid for that.
Man, I gotta admit, I'm too much of a wuss to drink pure moonshine like that. I mean, it'd have to be
no
shit.
No, you need to come to Texas. I give you some good fucking moonshine.
I gotta admit, I couldn't handle it. I'd have to mix the water. There's no
Turn you blind.
Oh God.
In college, I did shots of Everclear, so straight moonshine I could probably do.
I can remember.
Everclear don't have nothing on it though.
And then I had a buddy also named Joe, and he was from Kentucky, and he said there was literally no stop signs in his town. That's how small his town was. And he went home and he came back to where we were stationed. And he brought back some of this moonshine. And let me tell you, man, that's where I started growing hair on my chest and on my back. I blame the hair on my back from those couple shots of moonshine I had.
They didn't call your buddy Cotton Eye Joe, did they, by the way? Just kind of
that's why I have to wear glasses. I wear glasses to this day because of that moonshine that I had.
Hey, I'm telling you, moonshine will put hair on Havana's mother's nuts. I promise you. I promise you. It'll knock you on your boo boo. I promise.
Man, his mother's nuts.
I got a reaction from the boss.
That's good stuff.
I mean, I know it's not malt liquor, but fuck, it don't matter.
I will say earlier, before I jumped on, I did a video on the Orval because it's Orval Day. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I love Orval triple.
It's a Trappist ale.
Yes, a Trappist ale.
Yeah.
That is
Oh, is this the day they release it?
That's made by monks.
Is this the day they release all their stuff?
No, it's usually March 21st is Orval Day, and they made it October 3rd this year. And they were donating part of their proceeds to a company or nonprofit that was helping out in India and Ghana. So people on Twitter were tweeting about it being that day, and there was pieces about it on the internet.
Okay.
Good beer though. First time I actually had this one.
Yeah. Orval's good.
Hey, Orval is made by monks, though.
Yeah,
I love Orval.
You have to make it a Trappist ale. It has to be done in a monastery.
Orval is made in a monastery. Yes, I get it. I get it down here. I love Orval.
Yeah.
How often do you get it there, team?
Huh?
How often do you get it?
I can go to my local store and get it all day long in 4-packs for about $20.
Oh, hey, that's
not bad. Yeah, because I got the one bottle for $5. So
yeah, that's not a bad price. Absolutely.
Yeah, I can get it for about $20 for a 4-pack.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Oh, wait a minute. I've got someone in the chat here. Says, Joe, what area of Phoenix are you in? I can definitely tell you where to get some Colts.
There you go.
You tell me where to get some Colts. I'll try to go there.
What about this?
I've had that from Stone.
Can y'all get that shit?
Yeah. It's kind of disappointing though, because you don't expect Metallica to be a Pilsner. It should have been something darker.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But what about their whiskey too? The blackened.
That's supposed to be pretty good, right?
I haven't had that one. Yeah.
Yeah, we got it here.
How many spirits have you had from breweries? How many brewery spirits have you had?
Me?
Yeah.
Like 9 million.
Not from no, you haven't. No, you haven't. Because,
I've drank so much it's unreal.
No, I understand that. No, trust me, it's written all over your face. Listen,
I'm a bourbon connoisseur, to be honest with you.
No, trust me, I believe you. I'm just saying from breweries though. And that's a big distinction because there's not a lot of breweries that actually make spirits.
From breweries? Nah, I don't go to breweries though.
Yeah, well, you don't necessarily have to because they sell the actual spirits in the stores as well. Right. That's why I'm wondering because I've had a few now. I've had 2 or 3 different whiskeys from that actual breweries make, and they're pretty doggone good, man. They're some of the best whiskeys I've had.
Like, are you getting into whiskeys?
And the vodkas are pretty solid, man.
The funny thing is, before it's whiskey, is beer. So
yeah,
it just goes through the process. You know?
Yeah, that's why you're seeing some of that cross meshing. It's
see, Coach done left. Hell, he done got up to say it.
No, TGF has his John Thompson towel out. I see.
Yeah.
No. Who was the coach from UNLV that chewed the towel?
Oh, that was Jerry Tarkanian that chewed the towel. Yeah. That'll mean a few more drinks. He'll be chewing.
By the TV, and the thing is on the couch.
Oh, Frio, he said Frio, Angel says Frio 6.0 has a 2.3 rating on Untapped. It's pretty much malt liquor.
Nope. We don't drink malt liquor. Oh, I do. Fuck that.
And then anybody heard about the wine Taco Bell is selling with their gorditas?
I've heard about the wine because we have one of the cantinas here in Cincinnati, but I haven't been there. So we have a Taco Bell that serves alcohol.
Yeah. And Taco Bell has its own wine, huh?
Yeah. It's some company that's basically doing it for them, and they put the label on there.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Let's see here. Let me look this up. That's kind of news to me. I hadn't heard of this at all.
Hey, what's up, Swami?
Your wine was selling out.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. So it's jalapeno noir. How do you say that? Noir.
You know we are becoming Demolition Man. You guys realize that, right?
Nope.
You go back and watch Demolition Man, no touching,
Bro,
people kind of
yeah.
distancing. Taco Bell becomes the premier eatery. I'm just saying, we're heading towards Demolition Man now.
I've never watched Demolition Man.
You never seen Demolition Man Special Sloan and Wesley Snipes?
I don't think so.
Where he's like, they get out of deep freeze and brought back in the future.
Oh, you got that one as well, the IPA. Okay. Cool.
You see, Robert agrees with me in the chat. He knows, yep, Demolition Man. You go back and watch Demolition Man and some of the stuff in it, it's kind of like we're heading that way. Yeah, the upper versus the lower. Lower class was pushed underground. This is all kinds of funny similarities with Demolition Man now.
Yeah, I wonder if they're doing it intentionally.
Yeah.
God damn.
So this is wine, even wine paired for Taco Bell chalupas is interesting to me. It almost makes me want to have a bottle of this stuff just to sample, you know?
Yeah, right, Robert. Sly takes Sandra Bullock to Taco Bell for a fancy high-class date.
And then it says Taco Bell is launching a taco gifting platform. So you can gift someone some tacos.
Yeah. I will say a cool thing about our cantina, they do have local beers on tap. They have like 3 taps and like 2 of them would be local, so which is nice.
I've been to it. I haven't. Yeah. I think I've heard that we have one, but I've not been there. Downtown, I haven't been there.
How do the cantinas work? Do you pour your own beer? They pour the beer for you?
Oh, no, they pour it for you, and then they give it to you. Just like you were ordering a soda or something. But I tell you, back in the day, one of the best places to get a margarita used to be Chipotle. Seriously. Chipotle used to lace their freaking margaritas, and it was cool because it was all Mexican crew. And if you ever go, like, at our Mexican restaurants, they're a little more heavy-handed on the alcohol. I don't know if that's everywhere or not, but it is. And then the regular Americans came in, started getting lighter on drinks. Like, what's happening? Where's the other crew? We want the other crew to be here to pour our drinks. But you used to get some nice margaritas at Chipotle.
Huh.
Hell yeah.
So Malted says Taco Bell wine and fermented beans.
It could be. You got to do something.
Fermented beans. Yeah, yeah.
And here's one for Tom. You've got the biggest thing for Tom is to get that baby on a schedule early. You need your nights for you. I put my kids on schedule early, and I can now enjoy my nights while they sleep. Just FYI, Tom.
Amen to that one. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna have to learn real quick. What
some parents learn is the boss is actually the baby.
Yeah.
For some parents, you can have all these good intentions, and then the baby actually comes, and then you find out that baby cries and won't stop, and you got to tiptoe around the baby, at least for a few months. You know what I'm saying? Like until they actually do get a little old enough to understand that you're the parents. And
once she's about 1, Joe, you can send her out, get a job, and then.
Absolutely. Right? Absolutely. Send her to China and get a job with the rest of the 1-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely.
That's my plan.
Yeah.
I was going to ask though, because I know you guys are watching the NFL and everything. Are you guys doing fantasy and stuff too?
No.
Yes.
Yeah. So because they they're moving games now. So how's that affect you guys? Because they're not doing the Patriots and the Chiefs now. That got moved. The Tennessee Titans game got moved. They're thinking maybe Tuesday, but they don't know. I'm like,
it's gonna blow up.
Players, yeah.
It fucks it all up.
I think this is the beginning of the end of the NFL season. I think in 3 weeks it's all going to be over.
Cam Newton, that is finally a big name, isn't it? You know, NFL quarterback. He's a premier NFL quarterback.
That's my man.
Cam Newton getting it for a major team on the week when they're the premier game.
Yeah, them and the Chiefs, against each other,
You know, Newton versus the Chiefs, major game of the week.
Yeah.
And then he comes up with it, and then you've got several of the team and the other players that possibly have it. What a mess for the NFL, right?
Yeah, it's a shit show.
Definitely going to be interesting to see how they handle this. Baseball managed to get through it, and you know what? The Marlins are.
They almost threw a monkey wrench into it all, though. The Marlins.
They did. But look how they came through it. To their credit, look how they came through it. And furthermore, to the NBA's credit, look how they've handled this whole situation.
Yeah. Them in the NHL, both of them did the
NHL. The NHL completed their season finally, and hats off to them. The NBA is damn near done. You might as well just say that. Sorry, on my end, but
yeah, I was without Bam, they got no shot. I was pulling for the Heat to try to get the upset.
I mean, come on, and LeBron's on the effing mission. Like, give me a LeBron's on a mission.
Can we just say though, like LeBron, everybody's like, oh, the great, like. Your greatest is if he wins this championship, he's 4-6 in championships. I got to think Bill Russell's laughing somewhere. Like,
you know what? This disgusts me. It disgusts me how quick they're willing to blow off Bill.
Yeah,
I mean,
and Kareem.
I don't know.
Like, give me a break with this stuff, man.
Yeah, well, it's because most of the people now can't remember. Anything more than 15 years ago doesn't count.
Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain.
Come
on.
It's upsetting. It honestly is. Bill Russell.
He's recycled, damn it, on the top.
Probably brewed in Texas.
It really is. I mean, when it comes to, Bill, who's great. If you're talking championships, that's it, man. That's it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good shit.
He's the top of the list, you know. And then it starts with, and then you go down to Kareem. These guys are the greatest, man.
Yeah.
And even though LeBron is a Laker, I love
floating and golden.
Picturing him as a Laker. I still
about something.
I love the Lakers.
But he thinks on those.
Team, we got you on the mic.
Yeah, you're on the mic. You're like coming through, whatever.
We can hear everything.
I'm with you, man. I got you muted, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I saw a thing too. Like in thinking of that, even like the NFL, there was one of the guys talking, and he was like, they're talking about the three best receivers that play, and like one of the guys was saying like have Moss before Rice, and he's like, I forgot who it was. He's like, dude, I played against Rice. I played against Moss. Rice was out there, no gloves, cold as could be, catching everything you throw his way. He wasn't wearing that. He said, with Randy, you had a totally different thing. It's like people don't know like everything from when Rice played that game and compared to Moss. I mean,
all those old school guys, Lynn Swan. I mean, yeah, it's just
yeah,
it's completely different. Yeah.
And I think the league was tougher back then because you had less teams, so it wasn't as watered down as some of the players they get in nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and yet you had a few players still going both ways.
Yeah.
You know, it was definitely a tougher league, that's for sure.
Yeah, even Chris Carter didn't wear gloves. I mean,
yeah, hell, the gloves are almost like stick 'em. I mean,
yeah. Lester Hayes was like, I can come back with those.
Lester Hayes was like, what are those penalties all about? Come on, give me a break. I can remember huge billboards of Lester Hayes and just with all the stickum on them, and it was big billboards of him, and that was it. No words, no nothing, and just a Nike swoosh. It was insane.
Yeah.
How was that legal? Like,
it's the 70s. Him and Michael Haynes, they
crazy.
locked it down too as a defensive backs. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Look at baseball. There was stuff baseball players were doing. They got caught on, with the bats and the tar and stuff like that. It was just different time. And if you got an event, Ray Lewis once said, "If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying." I don't know if you want to quote Ray Lewis that much. I'm just saying that's what he said.
What player was it in baseball that he let the teammate use his bat and then he broke his bat and they found cork in the bat? Was that Sammy Sosa? I
think it was Sosa that cork in the bat.
Well, Sosa had cork in the bat, but he actually was at bat and broke the. He actually did. While he was at bat, broke the bat.
Bat scattered, yeah.
Oh, it was him. Yeah, and the cork was all over the
It was all over the field. Yeah, and it was like, what are you kidding me here? How are you gonna hide this? What are you serious with this?
Go Shaggy, it wasn't me.
Eddie Murphy, baby. Wasn't me. That wasn't me. What are you talking about? What?
I love that song.
Like, but you're on video. I don't know who that is. You know what I'm saying? You get me at the right angle? I don't know. That's the way that works.
You're gonna trust me? Or you're gonna trust the video? Come on,
come on, man. Look me in my eye, right? Look me in my eye, right? Team, now if that worked, look me in my eye.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Now, how many times would you not be drunk if someone looked you in your eye and you told them you weren't drunk?
Yeah. It's like, no.
Oh, yeah, I got muted. Sorry.
There you
go.
Oh, you muted him. So there you go.
Yeah, I had him muted. Sorry, brother. Yeah, if you could just tell someone, look me in my eye, I'll tell you I ain't drunk. I mean, now then you'd not be drunk every day.
I'm sure some drunks have tried that argument, though. I'm sure some have tried.
That is true.
We were all wondering.
Rod, now that you're here, let me ask you a question. Because what do you think about old Doc taking that job in Philly? He should have just waited and done
Doc Rivers
for a year.
Yeah, but it's kind of an interesting thing. I mean, how long do you wait if you miss an opportunity? And Philly's hungry for having a winner. I mean, growing up in South Jersey, I mean, they won the winner. They haven't had anything since back in '83 when Dr. J and Moses and them won it. And they've got good talent. I mean, they could win now with the right coaching behind them. So now, I can't blame them for jumping on and taking that job.
Do you think he's the one that will help them get along, though? I mean, now, you have all the rumors coming out that the Clippers were in complete disarray, that they literally were not getting along and all this other stuff. And you're going to go to another team where your superstars totally do not get along.
Yeah, I think they were after Blake Griffin. I think they ran into issues. I feel like it was a whole different thing when they let Blake get away from them. But
yeah.
You get there with the six. I mean, you got Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. They're supposed to be your future. So, I mean, one of them has to, I don't say take a back seat, but they got to learn how to work together. It's kind of like, think of all the years that the Bulls had Jordan and Doug Collins on them. They didn't know how to coach them. And then finally someone said, came in with Phil. And it's like, Mike, you got to give up the ball sometimes. You got to let Scotty get his shots off. Or you got to let Paxton get his shots off. You have to do this. And it's just having that right leadership and play that pulls them all together. And I think he can do that.
Yeah, but they fucked Scotty over in that whole deal.
Well, Scotty was Robin to Michael's Batman. I mean,
yeah.
That's the way that worked. That's absolutely the way that worked.
Yeah, I think Scotty would have loved to win one of those years when Jordan played baseball, but they didn't get it done.
He kind of threw his little fit. He kind of threw his little fit.
Yeah.
And that kind of cost him, didn't it? I mean, I think he could have had his moment if he'd have just kept it together and just like you were talking about with Jordan learned how to he had to learn to let some other cats have the moment.
Right.
You know, when the momentum of that particular game is going a certain way, throw that guy the ball, man.
Yeah,
guy's hot. You know what I'm saying?
But Jordan was the best, though.
Well,
but he had to learn how to play. He had to learn how to play with others. He wasn't getting that.
And that's the key to being the best is knowing when someone else is hot and you're not.
Yeah. I agree.
Like the old quote is leaders know how to lead, but leaders also know how to fall back when needed or something. So
you got to know when someone else is hot. When the basket to them looks like it's 10 feet wide, feed them the ball, son. That's the way it works.
Yeah. Well, they didn't even like it when Dennis Rodman came in. He was doing all the rebounds. He was doing everything. I mean, Dennis Rodman was doing work, and they didn't give him props for that shit.
Yeah, they were a little feisty with that. There was a little bit of that documentary about that. But Rodman knew his routine. He's like, rebounds, that's it. Ain't nobody going to out-rebound me here. And he played it to the max. And
Dennis Rodman was good. And they just made him fucking seem crazy as shit.
He might have been a little crazy.
He was.
Rodman's right there, brother. He
was.
But I would say when you think about coaching, think about this. If the Oklahoma City Thunder would have had a coach like Phil Jackson, what's the odds they would have won a championship when they had Durant, Westbrook, and Harden all together?
Oh,
no doubt.
Pretty high.
And Ibaka.
Yeah.
You know, so coaching can make that difference.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and then you get the Nets coming out. Your boy, what's his name that plays for the Nets?
Kyrie and
Kyrie needs to now somewhere.
What do you think about all that Kyrie and your boy that just went there? He hasn't even played yet.
Durant.
Yeah.
Kyrie and Durant on this stupid podcast, for Christ's sake, yapping about how they're the real coaches and I mean, Kyrie is just a living cancer, isn't he?
You have to win before you become prima donna. I'm just saying, you have to win a title or something.
And what's ironic is he's kind of passive aggressive towards James, and I'm not James's biggest fan either.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna not say the guy's not great. I mean, the guy's awesome.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The guy is fantastic. I mean, what is this? His 10th final?
Yeah.
Ironic is he's on the sofa talking about this cat that's still playing in the finals.
17 years in, and
he's still playing.
Still dominating.
And to LeBron's credit, he's done the majority of this injury free.
Yeah,
that's insanity. That is.
I got to go to bed so I don't get injured tomorrow. You guys take care, man.
See you, Mark.
Hamstring.
Cheers.
It is incredible that he has done this and stayed injury free, man. I mean that he's played 2 more seasons in the NBA. And you know, with Wall's playoff and finals experience, and still stayed injury free is insanity. And Kyrie, without that man that is still currently playing in the finals, without him, doesn't have a ring. You know?
Yeah. Kyrie came to Boston. All right. That's when we had Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. We still have him. He got hurt the first year. We went all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. He was butthurt about it because we got there without him. Came back the next year, promised us that he was gonna try to do his best and he's gonna sign with us the next year, and then he left. Fucking coward. I'm glad he's gone. He's a waste of time. He's a waste of time.
You know what? Even though they're watching the finals as well, they're better off without him. They're playing better ball without it.
Maybe.
You know?
We picked up someone like Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker's not like a flashy guy, but he's humble. He passes the ball. He doesn't have to put up 30 points. Yeah, I mean, he didn't do very well. I mean, I feel like he was injured. There's something wrong with the Celtics. There was something wrong, but I don't know. You need a point guard that can make everybody, you know what I mean, level-headed a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a trip to get to, the NBA had a pretty decent season. Now I'm not gonna say that I watched a lot of games because I didn't. But I would keep up with the talk, every day. I do listen to a lot of sports podcasts. I'm listening to the talking heads talk about their evaluation of the games and how good they were, overall until it got to the finals. And you're kind of seeing some of the results of some of these players kind of exhausting themselves. But what would be now I know you and Tom watch more NBA than I did. What would be your guys' evaluation of, would you like to see some of this in the playoffs next year, possibly some sort of bubble of some sort? Did you kind of like it to that level, or would you like it to go back to the platform before?
It's all you, Rod.
Yeah, well, I mean, for me, I think in the new world, it might have to go a bubble for another year, but I would rather go back the old way. What you're watching now is kind of like pick up guys in the gym. I mean, it's still high talent, but it's like, say if Miami and Boston were playing regular and they had to go to Boston and you have the fans and stuff there, it's a different part of the game. You're in their ear, you're yelling, you're screaming. When you're playing in that little environment, they have the virtual fans and stuff, but it's not like the real thing of being there. So that crowd noise and being on the road, the fatigue, traveling from town to town, back and forth, the shit they do on the road, because they do some shit on the road. They try to get other people not to get enough sleep and stuff out there. I've heard enough stories about how athletes do that. And in football, LT and them said they used to like order hookers from each other's teams over to try to keep them up. So, and we know they try to sneak in hookers in the bubble. We heard those stories already. So it's kind of like when you're actually out there on the road, it's a little more tougher than when you're all in a bubble protected, so to speak.
And when you look at it, the only team that was in their home state was Miami, right? Like you had every other team traveling. Well, they weren't traveling, but every other team went to a secure location. But Miami was still in Florida in their home state. You know what I mean? And definitely the crowd definitely makes a difference. It's, I don't know. When you see yourself down in the playoffs and you're like, oh, if the crowd was in this, you could definitely tell it'd make a difference.
Yeah,
it's just kind of depressing a little bit. I agree that they're probably going to have to do this another year. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I'd rather see fans.
Yeah,
I guess we'll see what happens.
And even in baseball, although you don't have a lot of fans there because they're trying to pipe in the noise and stuff, they're still traveling to the ballparks. So that still has a travel part come into it as well. So you still have that factor.
Fuck, baseball ain't got shit on. Hey, football's the only sport. Come on now, y'all.
Are you using a grill lighter to light your cigarette?
Yeah.
I am.
What's
Shut the
going
fuck
on?
up.
Rod, how you doing?
That's some redneck shit.
I am. Shut the fuck up.
He's got the John Thompson towel and he's got the grill lighter. I love it.
Hot time, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Hey, Joe, how's it going?
I've not seen you on here before, so tell me where you're coming from, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in the UK. I'm in the UK. I mean, I know Rod. We've spoken a bunch of times. It's a shame that Mark just left. I mean, as both Mark and Joe were the two original beer tubers that I kind of first saw. I've had a beer channel for like 10 years, as like maybe this month actually.
Yeah.
So
I've
yeah,
seen your videos before. I just have not been able. We've not talked.
Cross paths, absolutely. I mean, absolutely. I mean, probably the original reason that I ever had a rogue chocolate stout was watching Joe D's channels back in the day.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
It's kind of cool that you jumped on here now, Rob, because I was recently gotten touch with, or someone reached out to me.
Hey, Harry, what's going on, brother? The UK invasion is on.
If we stay on here long enough, we get the people on. But I was recently, someone from across the pond from Germany reached out, and they're doing something about the history of what he called beer tube or beer on YouTube. And he interviewed Simon, and I watched his interview on his channel with Simon. Uh, and so you know, when Simon was first getting started, we used to have a dialogue, as Rod knows. Rod knows that a lot of us used to be in touch. It was pretty common. Hey, Craig, what's up, brother? How you Love the hat, brother. Love the hat. But it's kind of cool that you guys are jumping on here now because he was, I reached out to him and I told him, look, I saw your interview with Simon and it was decent. The problem is he doesn't necessarily know what he doesn't even know about the history of beer on YouTube. Because for me personally, there's just no such thing. To me, beer on YouTube has been around since YouTube started. I can remember YouTube. You didn't mention that you were doing videos on YouTube, and you know why? Because for one, you weren't making any money at it in the early days. You didn't make any money until they even started the partnership program, and they didn't have a way to monetize it in the beginning. So it was this big mystery on how these 2 or 3 guys that were starting YouTube, these video uploads in their garage in the Silicon Valley, how are you guys going to make it? This is before Google. Why? This is hard for people to imagine.
What you mean, Alta Vista or Yahoo or Ask Jeeves?
There was this huge controversy with how to even spell F in YouTube. In the beginning of YouTube, people wanted to spell it U and tube. They didn't understand why would you spell YouTube Y-O-U tube? It didn't make any effing sense to people.
Yeah.
So how are you going to tell people that you're on this platform they can't even get?
Yeah. Well, I guess it's hard to trace it's hard to trace those origins.
I appreciate that he's trying to do a history of BeerTube or beer on YouTube, but I told him there's a lot of value to you jumping on the show because having a private interview with me, I can't do that without Mark.
Yeah,
he doesn't even know who Mark is. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm sure he does. I mean, obviously, Simon's. It's really funny in the UK. Quite highly thought of brewers in the UK will kind of remark on Simon's, but a bit smoke on the opening.
Yeah,
and that is completely taken from you. And that was your thing back in the day. That was completely taken from Joe D's channel. But I mean, if you're going back in my early days, it was definitely you and Mark and the Amisophats.
Yep.
And I guess slightly after that, it would have been Chad from Chad's Beer Reviews. But there are a couple of other guys who were on the kind of fringes at that point as well.
Yeah, Lee.
Lee as well up in Canada. So there were kind of people on the fringes. But I guess it's you might not be the first, but maybe you especially you and Mark were maybe the more prominent ones early days. So therefore you kind of become more kind of like the ones who people think, oh yeah, that's where it started. But then I mean I don't know how long you've been on YouTube now, 13 years maybe?
Yeah, getting close.
Something like that. Yeah, I've been on for 10 years.
You've been around a while.
I was a young man and I had a lot less grey hair.
Well, I've always not had hair, but I mean, the hair that I do have is getting a little more. Yeah.
But then there's people who are starting up this week who will not be aware of kind of like where it all kind of started. I mean, and I guess this is why Harry and Craig are here now. We were having a chat just before we jumped on here, and this is why your channel exists, and this is why it continues all these years later. That it is about a community. It is about it's a shared interest. It's about friendship. It's not about making money. It's not about that, is it? It's about bringing people together from all parts of the world. because I mean, like at the moment in the UK, we're in some serious situations. I'm sure you guys are as well, where we can't see our friends. Craig's down in Kent. Craig's hundreds of miles away from me, as is Harry, but we'll chat on a semi-weekly basis, and which is a great thing. I mean, you don't have to be down the road to have a beer with a friend, and I think that's what this kind of situation has brought us to, which is great.
Oh yeah, it's kind of cool because I very this cat's name is Anthony, and I'm sure maybe you guys know who he is. And I'm sure if he reached out to me and he watched my channel at all, he knows that I'm going to mention this on here. It's one of those. I mean, if you reach out to me, it's fair game, son. Like it's going to get mentioned. I'm not going to show the email, and the reason why is as Rob would know, like, and I'm sure Rod J gets it well, and Craig gets it as well. And it's not a bragging thing, okay? But I get probably 2 or 3 of these emails a day. You know, people reaching out, wanting me to review this, wanting me to do an interview for this, wanting me to make a video for this. Hey, can you make videos on my channel? I've got this channel. I've got this. Can you review this? I've gotten this junk for years. For some reason, I happen to be on my email and I happen to read his email. Otherwise, literally, I go down a list. It's not, like I say, it's not a bragging thing. I've just been at this for so long. I go down the list a few times a day and I delete. I don't even open it.
But that's it. That's it. But you got this
opened it. You know,
you've got this avuncular kind of like friendly quality, and that's why people endure on YouTube. That it is. I mean, it's exactly the same. I mean, sorry, Tom. I've watched you on Joe's chats, but I mean, I've spoken to Rod a bunch of times. It's that there's a avuncular friendly quality, so people feel like they know you in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm sure you. I don't know. I mean, we were talking about earlier. Sometimes you go to beer festivals and stuff, and people come up to you, oh, blah blah blah. Watch your YouTube channel, and they feel like they know you because they spend their time watching you and enjoying what. But and it's inevitable. I mean, exactly. I mean, I've not jumped on these chats before because I've always been a bit like, oh no, I'm not worthy of it. Because I don't want to be like drunk and like not represent myself well. And you shut up.
In America, we always accept that. So.
What's sad about this is like what's kind of cool is that not only have a lot of us no charge got on here on camera and talked virtually, but quite a few of us have actually met up in person. And one of the things that I was hoping to do this year was actually go across the pond and meet some of y'all across the pond.
I was going to come to America this year as well.
You know,
meet with Matt from Massive Beer Reviews.
This sort of thing kind of happened. But I feel, and I still feel like that. That if Anthony, I know it's the wee early morning over there, but there is so much value. I feel like to him, if he could stay up and join in on the show, there's so much value. He would learn a lot. I've got a lot to tell him about the history of beer on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And it takes this format to do that though, because I'll remember stuff that'll help Mark remember stuff, and I don't think Anthony even knows about Mark yet unless he watches this show a lot and is aware that Mark used to have a channel that was pretty big until he got booted by Google. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think some cats are even aware of what I said earlier about even YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That's how long we've been on YouTube. And me getting started on YouTube, there was a cat named Norm who was the first one.
Okay.
He was the first one. He was the one that I've watched. He was out of California. He was the big boy. He was the one everybody knew about. His name was Norm. And I could definitely guide him to him. He's still every once in a blue moon makes a video, makes a here and there.
Okay.
But
Never heard that name.
he was the original. He was big back then. But see, the thing of it is over the years, YouTube, and as all you guys are aware, even if you're just a watcher of YouTube, you're aware of the at least half a dozen to 10 different major changes that YouTube has made over the years, which makes you do different styles of videos and different ways of uploading videos in order to maintain whatever it is you've got. And at that point, you've got to figure out, okay, is this worth it? I heard Simon tell him in his interview, dear God, I didn't realize this, but he's doing something like 8 to 12 videos a week, son.
Oh, wow, yeah. I don't like this. Yeah.
And literally,
it's taking a strain on his life. I mean, it takes a strain on his health. I mean, because he's got into food as well. And he's eating bad food as well.
Not a salad inside. You know,
I've seen some of the food stuff he's done on there. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh, he's great.
But it creates a broader audience. That's his thing. Which I mean, okay, if I do kind of high end beer from the UK, that's going to interest a certain amount of people. If I do the lowest common denominator food, then hundreds of people are going to potentially pick that up. So that's it's a different market, really. It's where you want to exist in this universe, I guess.
Right.
If you want to be kind of like lowest common denominator, then go for it. God bless you. But if you want to do something with, I'd like to think with integrity, and have a bit of longevity and a bit of credibility, and I think you've got to kind of stick to your own principles, and that's my kind of way of doing things.
Hey, Rod J, what do you have to say about this, man? I mean, you're definitely more active than I am. What do you have to say about this whole subject?
I think, what Rob hits on is true, is how you want to place yourself in this YouTube universe, whatever people check stuff out. It's like, I saw Simon do the food stuff. I mean, I'm actually in the process of starting another channel just on food, because the people that come to my channel are more dedicated to beer, and I've experimented with stuff. And I'm like a baby. I've only been in like 5.5 years or so. So me and Craig kind of started together around the same time. And I've done other stuff. I've done like gaming on the channel with drinking the beer. And it's kind of like, okay, I found my niche. So other people that come to my channel just for that beer. So I'll take other stuff and put it off to the side. But at the end of the day, is, what story do you want to tell? And is it going to be people that are going to bring to your channel? They know what to expect, and if they're getting enjoyment, then you're going to grow from it. So,
yeah,
I tell people all the time, it's like, people will say, "Well, I can't get growth on my channel. I can't do." Well, are you like looking at like your analytics? Are you seeing how you're growing? What videos are your most popular videos? How are people tuning away? Maybe you need to focus on that stuff and know what you're actually putting out, so people understand it.
What do you have to say, Craig?
I just it's like a personal video diary that I put out there on a channel. I don't call it a channel as much as other people. It's more of a video diary of what I'm drinking, what I want to drink, not what's new from supermarkets, yada yada. It's because I want to drink them, and then I just put a video out there, and that's it. And if anyone wants to watch and subscribe, thank you. If they don't, thank you. It doesn't bother me. It's more about when I first started doing it, which is I've become more aware of it, is the friendships I've formed. It's not about the views or subs. I couldn't give a monkeys about that. That's not much more important for me, rather than earning money. I mean, come on, that's kind of a running joke for me. But yeah, it's the overall common interest, meeting great friends, having a nice beer, having a laugh, and Christ, we need it at the moment.
Yeah.
And, hey, Harry, what do you have to say about it, man? Any words?
Well, quite a few. I think the whole the way that beer reviewing, especially in the UK, has gone. I think it's gone down the line of trying to get as much views as possible per video that you do. And I think, well, I know especially Rob and Craig, we just kind of like, we're fairly chill. But I know I'm just like, I just review because it's the beers I want to review rather than it's the beers I want to drink, rather than that's the beer that's going to get me some views. I know that's the way with certain channels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that I just review that beer because I want to drink that beer. I don't want to drink that beer that's got a Simcoe hops in it because I fucking hate Simcoe because fuck the Simcoe. But like, I know so many people love Simcoe, but at the same time, I just will not review beers with Simcoe in them because that's an unpopular opinion. Unpopular opinion, I fucking hate Simcoe and I don't like it because it tastes like pine and bitter every single time. I don't want to drink that, but I'll happily just drink the beers I drink and enjoy them and review those. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny to me because I am very similar to a lot of you guys. I absolutely ditto what Craig said. I could give a monkey's what anybody thinks about. To me, my question to any of you guys that are doing current beer reviews or thinking about starting beer reviews, why are the views so important to you? That's my question. Why? Why is it? Why do you need to have all these?
Are they?
Well, that's it. That's the interesting thing, isn't it? It's like they're not important. They're not important unless you've got some kind of weird stake in this.
Right.
Unless you're trying to make something of it.
Yeah.
Because if not, it's just about kind of sharing an opinion. It's like well, I don't know about you guys, but I found a lot of the people that I've met, especially in the UK, are quite a bit socially awkward people. I mean, I'm naturally quite a shy person. Doing this kind of nonsense is really not part of my kind of like personality profile, really, at all. But you kind of you find your own. You find like-minded people through shared experience, and as it turns out, these oddballs that are on YouTube are also slightly kind of like socially awkward,
some of them
kind of oddballs as well. but I guess then you look elsewhere, especially in the US, where there's a perceived difference in personality types, and you look at somebody like Rod and Joe, who are kind of these big gregarious kind of like characters and stuff, and you think,
call me a character.
I mean, clearly,
Are you calling me Shrek? Are you calling me
life.
Shrek?
In their everyday life, they're these kind of like big,
very socially awkward dude as well, man.
I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe you're the smart motherfucker that we all see.
Well, I
want to bring Tom into this because Tom doesn't make beer reviews.
I do not.
Actually,
but he's on this all the time.
He's your typical YouTube viewer. So, what do you have to say about this whole subject, Tom? What from your perspective?
As a consumer,
yeah,
you could say. I mean, I've personally, for me, when I first initially started watching beer tubers per se, I wasn't going through the best part of my life, so it was just more of a outlet, so I could feel as if I'm a part of a community, and maybe feel one with myself, and kind of take my mind off of things that I didn't really want to think about. But I don't know. I've always appreciated everyone that's done beer reviews over the internet. We're all different, but we're all the same in our own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And part of that to me, me and Tom have actually met up in person and had some fantastic times, and actually physically shared many beers. We went to a beer fest together, and shared many beers. And so
To the
God
point.
knows what a shy guy I really am.
Yeah, right.
In person, I'm nothing like I am on camera. That's for
See, I really don't. I really don't know. I don't know. It's a weird situation.
completely a
What
lie.
you're saying about beer festival,
I am pretty kind of out there. You know what I'm saying? But
that's where me and Craig met. We met at the Great British Beer Festival a couple of weeks before. I think Craig had just started his channel, and I was quite prominent on Twitter mainly. I left it because you should leave Twitter because it's bad for your mental health. It's a nasty place to be, but that's exactly where I met Craig, and he just started a channel.
Yeah, I
Like,
love
come
Twitter.
come and meet us. And I was meeting up with Simon. Come and meet us.
Yeah.
I threw through the toxicity of Twitter.
It was odd. It was very odd.
we have a few
In a good
comments
way.
I'd like to get here.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, of course, YouTube bandwidth. He's always, Jody is drunk. Mark and Bob are speaking in private. Andrew is giving his opinions as well. Not looking good. Woo! I just smoked some Banana Jack OG strain. Now I'm feeling good. And then I come to Rod-G's channel for Rod. Same with everyone. And that's except Harry. I come to Dragon. I deliberately started not doing beer reviews. And then I miss I'm a So Fat. I miss their beer. He spelled their wrong, but I miss their reviews.
There's a wonderful moment on the I'm So Fats where a bee landed in her IPA once, and she flicked the bee out, and she drank the IPA. And then she ended up in the hospital because the bee had dropped its sting into the beer. And her throat swelled up.
Oh my god!
Now,
buys the beer.
Now, see, they used to be regulars on the show. I'm a So Fats from the mansion. That's what I'm saying. If Andrew were to take the time, stay awake, to jump in on the show, it's what I expressed to him in the email, and it's what I'm trying to express to him now in this video. He's not watching. Is the value in jumping in on the show while everyone's here and hearing everyone at the same time would give him some perspective on what he doesn't know, which is the key to being a good interviewer. Realizing what you might not know. Like he's broaching a subject that is so big he doesn't necessarily know what he doesn't know. You know what I'm saying? I applaud it. Trust me, and I want to help him with it. But he needs to reach me here first before I'll come to him. You know what I'm saying?
I'll send Simon a message tomorrow.
No, Simon's fine. No, Simon's
it's not Simon.
No, I think he'd love to talk to you. He would absolutely.
It's Andrew, though. Who I know, I can't remember the name of his channel, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it's Brew something. Brew. I applaud what he's doing.
Yeah,
I really do. And
I know. Yeah, he's interviews, isn't it? Yeah.
But I was gonna say it's Harry hit on something when Harry was talking. It's not as much about the views as much as are people involved in what you're doing. And that's what really makes it. It's kind of like you can have all the views in your world, but everybody's turning off after 5 seconds. What do the views even mean, right? So, and that's why, like, a lot of people on my channel, I don't do them enough now because I don't want to drink every night. But a lot of people that watch mine love when I go live. But I'm like, I'm not going to drink every night, so I'm going to record some stuff to upload. But when you get people in there, you have that involvement. That's what makes your channel.
Look. Before you guys see the pictures behind me right now. I was a photographer first. What got me into beer reviewing was I'd be editing my images and I would watch some beers. I was just getting into beer other than Bud Light. Bud Light was my jam. That was it. Bud Light. That was it. Right? Bud Light. And so I had a buddy of mine. He got me into Guinness, and so that was my kind of breakthrough beer, and so so on and so forth. And I started, hey, and I ran into this guy on YouTube, Norm, and I would watch his stuff, and I'm like, huh, I got something to say. Let me check it out. And I recorded something, uploaded it, didn't think twice about it. And that's literally always been my thing. Look, in the early days, things started blowing up. I had no clue. I didn't give a rat's ass about it. I just was obsessed with just kind of making a video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd make a video and it was funny. I was probably 10 videos deep before I realized people were emailing me and commenting, man, you're blowing up. You're this, you're that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what any of that means. You know what I'm saying? And it was very early because I was already podcasting. See, so some of my audience followed me, and I'm a truck driver. So I had a trucking podcast. I started doing that in 2004. So some of my audience followed me from the podcast to the videos. And YouTube was bought by Google. And so once Google bought YouTube, boy, I saw.
Yeah.
Now, look, if you ran a podcast, you know how much money that costs. My podcast was kind of taken off. I couldn't afford the bandwidth. I couldn't afford it. That was costing major dollars in those days. Think about 2004, 2005. Give me a break.
Different time, yeah.
It was costing major dollars. If you blew up, it was costing you money. There was no sponsorship in those days. Nobody knew how to, make a podcast profitable in those days. So, part of my audience followed me to YouTube. They started noticing I was doing stuff on YouTube. I would talk.
No Bluetooth and no Bluetooth sponsorships back then.
And
not to fully jump in, but Andrew's struggling to try to get a link. I can't give him the link because I'm not a moderator. But I tried to put there. Poor man's gonna rip a door off the hinges at his house.
Yeah,
eat the door.
Put the link on here because he's got to get in here with his train comment.
Give me some barbecue sauce. That door's gone.
But look, I've never really. What ends up at the end of the day, what ends up coming out is your personality. I don't give a flying rip what you think your personality is or isn't. Someone out there will respond.
I don't care.
The thing is, it's consistency, right? Like consistent. If they can count on you every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, on the Sheriff Bear Show, for this damn thing. Look, if they can count on you, though, right? At this particular time, you're going to do this. Yeah. That's what draws them. And they get drawn to your consistency, one, and your personality. It's all about you. So look, one of the questions in the interview, and I don't want to change Anthony's interview style or anything at all because it was fantastic. Okay, please let me harp on that. It was fantastic. I loved it. What is great about what the thing about that though is, for me, it was never necessarily about the views. It was always about just me doing something because I liked it. I liked it. And I quickly realized, like this, man, I was already doing podcasts. Keep that in mind. And I've always done a lot of things. I'm still doing a lot of things, man. I keep busy like crazy. And part of me not necessarily needing to make, it was cool getting a Google check. Trust me. It was great getting a Google check, but them days are way behind me, man.
Plaque on the wall soon. Plaque on the wall.
It was great.
Right to the beer fund.
Right, but the reality is I'm good. I make a good living, right? I do okay for myself, right? So that's my priority, man. It ain't making videos. I mean, I make videos and I do things live because it's easier and this is fun, man. This is a nice hobby.
Yeah.
And man, you better love it. Because if you're starting to try to transition into making this a living and you're stressed about the views and all that other thing, you're not having fun, man.
Right. That
comes through reflecting your personality.
There's a lot there's a lot of UK beer tubers that need to watch this and listen to you.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they're in a bubble that they don't
Tiniest
even
bubble.
know that it's already popped.
Yeah.
The bubble
kinda
has
like-
already popped for them. They don't even know it.
Yeah, you gotta be having fun, man. It's gotta be you. If you're doing it solely because you, if I do this, this, and that, it's not an algebra figure, bro.
Yeah.
It's not trigonometry or anything like that. If I do X, Y, that equals Z. No, bro. That ain't how it works. Because if Z has no personality, you still suck.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can't fix that. You can't fix that. Can't fix that.
Hey, Joe.
Quote of the day.
Hey, what do you have to say, Andrew? What's up, bro?
There's a YouTube channel I watch. Guy that runs the channel, his name is Ron Pratt. He runs and he's vice president of a towing company down in Scott City, Missouri.
Oh,
he started videotaping everything that he did because his company was getting insurance calls from their clients saying, "Well, when I left my car, it wasn't in this condition." Well, he started putting YouTube, or he started the YouTube channel out of all these videos that he was taping on his GoPros. And so this started off for him as a way to quell all these insurance claims. And right now he's got over 100,000 subscribers, and he drives anything from a rollback wrecker to a 50-ton rotator.
I tell you, I can tell you guys right now. At some point, I was somewhere around 11 or 12,000 subs. I have no idea how that happened. Okay, I have no idea. Right now, I have somewhere in the neighborhood of 8,000. I have no idea how that happened. None. I have no godly idea why anybody would want to watch this damn face for that. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea. What can I do about it? I can't do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? I just make these stupid videos. And to tell you the truth, it's all of you guys. And Tom knows, and Rod J knows, and so does Andrew. All you guys know. What I say over and over again when it comes to this show is you're all the characters, man. Now, some people don't tune in to see me. They tune in to see Tom. They tune in to see Andrew. They tune in to see, right? Because each person, when it comes to the Share Beer Show, relates to one of you guys, not necessarily me. I'm the meathead that they're like, I wish that dude would shut the hell up. I want to hear from Tom, or I want to hear, right? You're all like any other sort of TV show or some other show that you watch. Like I love Seinfeld. Tom knows I love Seinfeld. I love
Seinfeld.
My favorite character from Seinfeld is George. I love George.
Of course.
Do you watch Curb Enthusiasm?
No, I don't.
Oh man, you gotta watch it.
It's like Seinfeld, like
I've
with the cussing.
The later episodes are better.
But still, it's like, when it comes to this sort of thing, people are tuning in for the different characters that jump in, right? Now, maybe, Craig is a semi-regular on the show, and Rob, you're just jumping in, and Harry jumps in from time to time as well. But what people will, just grouping you guys together in general, what people will identify with is people from the UK, right? Hey, those people are familiar to me. I'm up at wee hours of the morning, and so are they. This is cool, right?
Yeah.
They have a similar opinion.
I literally just got in the door from work.
Yeah, and they can still identify with Andrew. He's a giant, for Christ's sake, and He's in Minnesota, and that requires a
But the
certain.
funny thing is, Joe, I can speak to your comment because it's like Craig will pop on my shows, and I'm just to the back of the bus at that point because, I just love that accent. I love when he talks. Hey, everybody.
But it's the truth.
Don't mind me. I'm just going to run everything from the soundboard.
Yeah, it's the truth.
I appreciate it, Ross.
I think Rob can definitely, identify. I mean, it's what you're trying. If you can get people to jump in on your show, and you've got this constant flow of people coming in and out, in and out, in and out. It keeps it fresh, and it's fantastic, man.
Well, let me ask you this to this point, because here's something I've learned over the years running YouTube, and I've seen it happen on other channels as well. In fact, I was talking to another YouTuber about it because we were talking about someone else's show. That flow sometimes is tough because you have to monitor that flow.
Yeah.
You can't get everybody on it. Some people struggle like telling people not to come on. I mean, do you guys run into these kind of issues when you want to run live streams and you're kind of like, I don't want to take my channel that way because it's going to go off the rails at a certain point? Or
the great thing about StreamYard is
off the rails.
They're constantly upgrading it. So I've been able to. They've upgraded how many people can be on here, and we haven't hit that limit yet. So that's been awesome.
Hey Joe, a couple of weeks ago, I think we had 10 or 12 of us on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
But the thing is, if you're doing a live stream and people are drinking beer, it's going to go off the rails. It's just
it is. It is,
you're-
but depending on who you have in there, you can kind of know how it's going to go off the rails. There's some people, and you guys know there's some people out there that are wild cards, and I'll bring up, because Craig, you saw before the time I had Tom and Ron Therio on my show, and it went off the rails hardcore when they were attacking each other. People were like,
anyone.
are you going to let them continue? I'm like, you know what? If they say everything now, it'll be off their chest. We don't have to worry about it down the line.
I'm not sure if I saw that one or not.
I'm pretty. You had to see now. It was a highly.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
To Rod J's credit, is people come on my show talking about Rod J's shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is their outlet for letting me,
I didn't realize that.
And that's fantastic. Look, that all of that is fantastic. I love that there is actually now different places for people to go for different stuff, right?
Different stuff. Yeah, different stuff.
It's definitely fantastic.
Well, for Rod, if we live over by him, we'll find all the bargain beers. You'll
get the beer deals for sure.
You gotta get the Rod Jones beer deals over there. That's a given.
But I would actually pay up on some of the beers because there's beers that Craig will pull. A lot of times I'll see, and it's like, how do you have that beer? He'll have like Trillium. He'll have Trillium. We can't even get that in the States where we're at. He's like, oh yeah, this guy got in our bottle shop or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck?
I think you
Bill's golf. Right,
It's called Grease the Wheels, Rod. Grease the wheels. You want your beer, you better grease the wheels.
Now, Craig and Harry, you guys have like this sort of show, but happening across the pond, right? You guys do.
Now and again.
Well, you guys do the beer live and stuff like
now. Very
yeah, me, Craig, and Jake do Good Beer Live.
Yeah.
Good Beer Live,
yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, isn't it? Really, I guess the thing in comparison to like what goes on in the UK is keeping a lid on it in a certain way. I think I'm not going to outrage anybody by saying me, Jake, and Craig have completely stole a lot of Jodie's format when we do Good Beer Live, to be honest. But it is what it is. But you've just got to kind of like, you've got to keep people kind of like engaged. You got to remain kind of inclusive. You don't want to upset too many people. It's easy to do that online. If you loose lips sink ships. Especially if you're after had a couple of beers, and it doesn't come to any good in the end. And so it's a funny old situation. Doing live streams. I mean, I think you got Joe's obviously this is a really established kind of thing, so people will tune in week after week, and you know what you're into. I mean, when I've talked about jumping on this, Craig's always been, well, Bum's going to do the malt liquor report, and then nobody, you're not going to get, we're not going to get into more of a broader
It's
conversation
structure.
before that. So we got to
It's
start
structure.
off before then. So
Yeah, but
you've got
it's
exactly structure, and I think that's is you should have that, and we try and do that with what me, Craig, and Jake do. Format I think people appreciate that. Just having you know where you are, you know where you can feed into it, you know where you can share opinion, you know where you've got to join in and stuff. I think everybody benefits from it, really.
Don't follow from what I've done, because mine's just like a general fucking shit show.
Harry's a
of,
complete shit show.
People just get drunk and fucking abuse each other, and generally it's always me who abuses people.
Is Adam talking about sweeps weeks there? Because in the States we have sweeps week when there's the big ratings week for TV shows.
You know, I look at it all as fantastic, man. You know, everybody has their own personality. People jump in for that, right? They join your show or your review or your video for that reason. Because beer is unique. Okay, now listen. Now think about the way you consume things on YouTube, right, or on Facebook, wherever you consume video. When let's say you're shopping for a TV, I think you expect a certain level of quality in that particular video, in that particular presentation, in that production. When it comes to beer, come on, what do you really want, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're shopping for TV, you're shopping for audio gear, you're shopping for home theater gear. Let's say you're shopping for a car. You expect a certain level of production, right?
Yeah.
This is a beer, son. This thing, give me a break. What do you really expect out of a beer, right? You drink it, all right, it's good, right? I can give you a little more description. It sucks. I give you a thumbs down. I give you a thumbs up. I give you a hey, what's
Hey, Joe, this is your favorite beer pass?
Like 5 different kinds of B-roll on what the can looks like. No, look, stupid. That's the can. Give me a break. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the difference, I think, with the beer is that, there doesn't necessarily need to be, 5 different beer roll tapes, B-roll tapes, and all this other production like you would with some other reviews.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's the thing I think too. It's how you like when I did mine. I mean, my background is sales and marketing, and plus, as you guys know, I was like a radio DJ back in the day. So I have fun. To me, this is an extension of just being a radio DJ. But when I set up the channel, it was like, what do I want to do with it? It's like I want to enjoy and teach people about beer in a fun and educational way. And as long as you stay on track on what you're doing, you have the fun doing it. I see people that get out there and they drop in, Brettanomyces or all these other different type of terms. Like your people are going to get glass-eyed over. They're going to just tell people what you feel. What's it feel like? I'll do stuff like I'll talk about. It feels like the butterscotch candies your grandparents used to give you in the orange wrapper. And, people can identify with that, or it feels like, peppermint, whatever it may be. You try to find things that I'm in sales. It's simple sales. So I just keep it simple as possible and have people enjoy it and look to see how they respond to it.
Yeah.
We've got some great comments.
Harry is hot on the hills.
Andrew is drunk. Plumbing, Harry is high on the
I replied to bandwidth.
Harry only
imbibes premium quality session ales.
There you go. Thank you very what he said. And Rod, quote, Rod J. Beer deal is in my general vernacular now.
If you're even the person, Rod J.
I'm going to get one of those sticker guns and go to a store one day and start marking stuff.
You're an enabler.
Oh my goodness!
I want a Ron J.
Andrew says, hard to get drunk bandwidth when I just got home from work. Yes, Sweeps Week is a big deal. No idea why, but it's when they polls in the best guest stars.
Yeah.
We don't have it in the UK. At YouTube bandwidth, he is clean unless it's a rave. You're half drunk when you get to work, Andrew.
I wish sometimes. Some places that I have worked, it seems like it's like, okay, where's my cooler?
So funny story about work. So last year we were actually working, and I work in the financial industry, say that. So, and they actually knew about me doing like YouTube stuff. And they're like, hey, we want to see if you want to do like an office beer tasting for one of the lunch alarms.
Sweet.
And so me and my buddy who brewed beer that worked there, we're like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, a little lunch and learn about how you make beer and taste beer and all that stuff, and like bring beer in for people to sample. And they're like, yeah, like midday. Like, yeah, and we're like, no, this is a setup. This is a setup. Somebody's about to get fired around here. Like, you know. And they're like, no, we got to prove from HR and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, so we actually came in and we did beer tasting at work at one of the premier, I would say, insurance companies out there. And people loved it. In fact, they asked us to come back and do it again like 2 months later. But it was like, that was the weirdest thing. But then it's like, well, if my day job is accepting me doing this, like I always kept it to the side. Like I didn't want to, because in the financial industry, people were definitely a little more bundled up. They don't really, you know, kind of doing stuff. I'm like, well, shit, I guess I'll let other people know that I actually do this and stuff. But it was kind of funny. It was weird. But it's like, they were so accepting of it. It was like, we used to be coming in and teach employees about it. And we had people in there asking legit questions who didn't even drink beer. Their spouses did. They wanted to know stuff on how to pick out beers for them. So it was kind of a cool thing. So you never know where it ends up positioning you at.
A lot of times too,
where that kind of like that regular life and that online life kind of like cross the paths. I got introduced to a new senior member of staff about 6 months ago. So, oh, this is Robbie. He's a bit of a beer expert. I'm like, well, it's not for me to say. And that's not. I mean, I'm nobody in the scale of things. I mean, you're one of the top 4 members of staff. I'm like, well, I don't know where that leaves me personally. He's the drinker in that group. I'll prove that given the opportunity. I will absolutely admit. But I'll take you to a nice pub. I'll take you to a bar, but it's going to serve you some good beer. But I mean, it's an odd. I never put it out there, but inevitably it comes out. And it's like, how do you kind of like deal with that? Obviously, Harry's a brewer, so it doesn't really make much difference to him. So it probably isn't embarrassing. Right? Yeah, he's spouting opinions about someone else's beer online. Yeah. But it's a weird situation if you're part of a broader kind of like. Well, I work for a national museum. And so it's quite formal in a lot of ways. So when you find yourself kind of like, oh yeah, Rob's he knows a lot about beer. I'm like, yeah, but it's not alcoholic.
You don't want people to position you that way, right? Yeah.
penny me is kind of like alcoholic.
There's nothing absolutely more awkward. You know, I drive trucks for a living.
Right.
There's nothing more awkward than when my boss finds out that I'm a beer reviewer, and at the time I'm the #1 beer reviewer on YouTube. So, to this day,
Did your boss check out some of your videos?
He will ask me, you know, hey, have you had this beer yet? What do you think about it? What do you know? And I'm like, well, this is a little awkward at the urinal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm trying to complete my duty here. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me zip up first. You know what I'm saying?
One of our guys who delivers our beers comes in a tanker, and he is the biggest cider drinker in all of Wales. And he comes up in a 15,000 litre tanker and delivers our beers and some of our ciders. And he's like, I'll have a bottle. I always give him a bottle of whatever cider that we do, or whatever beer, or whatever that we do. Just as a little present, just for unloading or loading.
Oh, you'd be my favorite stop, I'm telling you right now.
Come here, relocate. I always give any of the drivers like a free beer or something. Just like it's a long drive down from Brum. So it's about a 2-hour drive, and I always give you like as soon as he gets here, I'll give him a free beer or free cider, whatever. After it takes me about a half hour, an hour to unload.
I would love that stop.
Yeah, come here, just relocate just for that stop. Yeah, I just give them like free beers, but yeah, it's not the most fun, I'm sure. I used to drive class 2, so 7.5 ton to 16 ton is what I used to drive. So I had the fun of driving from place to place.
When you drive for a living and you drive big trucks, and as strict as they are about it, you know, you're known as a beer. You probably maybe you haven't.
I know.
Some of my comments and from some of the emails that I get, and people are like, "Are you serious? Don't you drive trucks? Isn't this a conflict?"
Yeah.
Look, and I love what Simon said in his interview, because Simon said something that when I did record a lot of reviews, I don't, as you guys might know or might not, I don't record any video beer reviews anymore. I have a relationship with Polliner. They send some beers, and I'll do some stuff for them. I have a relationship with a few other breweries, and that's about it. Not anymore. You know what I'm saying? Just that I don't have time for all this stuff. But you know, people will tell me, "Is this a conflict of interest? Like, you know, aren't you supposed to not drink and drive?" And I'm like, look, you know, I will record videos at a particular day when I feel real good, and I'm not working. And that's exactly what Simon said too. He says he records videos. I think on a Saturday, he said he'll record like 4 or 5. Then on a okay, thank you. Okay, well, it's what he said. And then on another day, he'll do another set.
9 beers.
Exactly what I did. Honestly, it is what I did. And some of my viewers got hip to it pretty quick, and they could pick out when I was a little more feeling loose. So, you know, because I would do 4 or 5 in a row.
Yeah.
And, you know, of course, when you're doing the big beers that time, you know, you're like, by that 5th, you're feeling pretty damn right.
You're lit by the 5th review.
And I might not post that 5th one until 4 or 5 days later. And you know, they're like, Joe D, this is the last one on that day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch, you're pretty good. Got to give it to you. You know, pretty good.
But it's kind of funny how some people can think that we drink beers all the time. Like it's, I guess it was 3 or 4 years ago when Nitch sent that thing around, and we were all doing different videos of kind of giving feedback about who we were, what we were doing, and just about every beer reviewer is like, I only drink like, you know, maybe 2 days a week or 3 days a week at the most. It's like, people think we drink like every day, like 24/7. It's like no, it's like you're really the weekend, you'll do it. But Craig, put.
Rod, you know firsthand. We've talked about it, like, and Tom knows for sure, and so does Andrew. I've covered it on this show many times. Your love of beer and my love of beer. I've had this by fans. It's kind of, don't get me wrong, kids. It is kind of cool. If I go to, Walgreens, I know isn't worldwide, but if I go to a local store that's beer related, it's not uncommon for someone, hey, you're Joe D. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah. I love beer, man. I can drink a 30-pack, and I'm like, your love, that's free too, bro. Your love of beer is
power to you, my friend. Power to you.
Beer.
Yeah.
You're right, and that's true for all of us with all things, right?
Yeah.
Your love of whatever it is going to be different than my love of whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah. I promise you that. And so, I think we have to put that in perspective as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so my love of beer is I literally sometimes only have 2 beers a week.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that's hard for people to grasp.
Yeah. It's not me. That would never be me.
I mean, it all depends. It's like I'd go sometimes.
Harry is not going to be that guy. No, Harry for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it all depends. Sometimes when you feel you got other stuff, it's like, I don't feel like having a beer.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll have a night like tonight. I'll have a fair few beers, and I might not have any for like 2 or 3 days. Quite easily, I don't want beer. I don't drink. When I do drink, I drink too much, but then I'll have quite a few days off in between times. And that's I kind of roll.
I'll drink it to kind of relax and kick back, but it's kind of like it's not something like I'm seeking it out. Like I need a beer. Like I don't have it like the shakes. Like I need a beer and like that. It's just like I'll have a beer, but there's nights where it's just like I'm doing other stuff. I don't feel like I don't have a beer. It'll be like a Saturday night tonight. I'll drink, and I may not drink again until Thursday when I do the Thursday night show. It's just how it goes and how you're feeling at that time.
Some nights I'm just tired. I'm like, I'm done.
It's like I see people do the dry February. I'm like, how much do you drink that you need a whole month off? Like you just can't regulate during the week, like to not drink every day.
Exactly.
Is it that sober October at the moment as well? I'm just like, why?
Like, how much are you actually drinking? You need all those days off.
One of the marathon shows, Joe. I think I tipped back 5 or 6. I think it was the 8-hour show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You're out of control.
That was one of those deals where it was like, I swear to God, we'll never do another 7-hour show.
Yeah. We just decided to kick it up to 8.
I might have been on that one. I remember that being
we didn't do 8 hours. We didn't do 7 hours again. We never did. We did 8. And that, we didn't do 7, but we did 8.
Yeah. Yep.
That's average. Average show.
The birthday shift we did. The birthday do for my birthday in July. We did supers, only super lagers only. So everyone was having lagers that were like 8-9%.
Premium strength
quality lager. And we lasted about I can remember about 4 hours. That's about it.
Dirty, horrible.
And they were disgusting lagers.
Well, the one I'm drinking right now is 15.2 ABV.
Whoa.
That's from Avery. That's the nuttiest professor.
Nutty professor.
If you know anything about Avery Brewing, when they do these gold wrapper series, they get pretty high on the ABV.
Yeah, they do.
That's on you.
That's on me. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Joe.
Just about to crack open that from.
I'm not throwing anybody under the bus, but that was Craig. I'm not mentioning.
Oh, that's a Ghost Avers. What's that? What's the ABV on that one, Harry?
I'm not mentioning it over and over again, Craig.
5.3.
5.3.
Yeah.
And I just opened this, which is it's a beautiful label.
Yeah, you know, and getting back to that,
It's 4%.
like right, like I feel
Oh.
like you can only go so far with beer review, right? Until it's just full, right? How many times can you talk about a particular hop? How many times? Okay, this,
Well, there are a lot of hops.
1,000.
There are a
this
lot of
beer
hops.
is
Yeah.
right. I mean, give me a break, right? Like if we're in a pub and we're sitting down talking, how long do you seriously talk about this beer?
If
Not
you're in
really.
a pub, you really don't talk about it that much. You usually have a different conversation. I
Right?
think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's my
Yeah.
point to having this sort of format. It's like
Yeah.
we'll mention,
Yeah.
hey, I'm having this. Okay, great. Yeah, that's good. And you'll hear a lot of people go, yeah, that's good. It's solid. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love this about it. I love that about it. And we move on to the next subject. Click, next
Yeah.
subject, right? Because that's what we really do, right? And so, you know, how many I don't see now. It boggles my mind that people will still watch my Guinness review from 200 years ago.
It's a classic. It's up there. It's on the shelf. It's up there, man. It's like think about it. You thinking about a YouTube beer channel? You start here. What's up?
And they still, what gets me is they still criticize how I poured the beer. I'm like, seriously? Did you see the date on that thing? Give me a break. You know, give me some credit here. That was one thing about me is I've always said that, and some people obviously don't pay attention, but I've always said I come at it as a blue collar guy. I'm a blue collar guy doing this. I have no idea what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Literally no idea. I'm just a blue collar guy, works like you do, gets my hands dirty, and I'm giving an opinion on something, and I'm with you here, man. I have no idea. I still don't. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea what they're doing with this damn thing. I happen to get out here and go, it's a little fruity.
Hey, Joe. Joe, number one thing that we always talk about on cans or even bottles is the artwork before we even open the beer.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
you know, and one of the things absolutely is that it better whatever it says on this stupid can,
It better taste like it.
it better have.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
You know
put it
what?
out there.
Because I'm a beer drinker, and I'm pretty stupid. I'm not the wisest guy in the world. I'm not brilliant. I can't like read the tea leaves, right? If it says Juicy Jack, son of a bitch, it better be a little juicy tasting, right? Like it better have some citrus in there because I don't know. It says juicy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so you know, I expect, you know, if I drink this and it's dry as a whatever, I'm like, think where's the juicy Jack? You know?
And going back to Rod's comment about the beer tasting, it's like they look at Rod like he's an expert, and it's like, no, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, well, that's why I tell people like,
he's a goddamn expert.
People will ask me like, well, what's your rating? I'm like, I don't like to put ratings in videos because one, the rating I give is going to be based on what my opinion is.
Yeah.
And two, if you don't know what my opinion is or how I'm structuring it, it's not going to help you. I could sit here and do a BJCP rating form to point things out, but that's no fun. Who wants to do that? So it's kind of like, if you want to see what I rate beers, you can follow me on Untapped and how I feel. You know, 5 is excellent, 4 very good, 3 good, however you want to throw it up there. But for me to sit here and try to break it down and say at the end, oh, this is like some of the reviewers, I won't say names, but they'll be like, oh, this is an 87. How the fuck did you get to an 87? What makes it from not an 85 or a 90? How do you split that difference?
The J-Tonia rating system.
I always had the thumb up or thumb down.
That's the easy way, right? Thumb up and thumb down. Buy it again or not buy it again.
A-minus.
To do it. Yeah.
Everybody can relate to that. If I tell you a beer is a thumb up, you're like, all right, right on. I'm going to go, you know. If I tell you it's a thumb down or a 2 thumb up, or two thumb down. You're
Or
like,
bing, bing,
two
bing,
thumb
bing,
down.
bing, bing.
Two
You
thumb
say
down.
bing, 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 bing. We
There
know
you
you're
go.
excited.
Beep, 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 beep. I'm like, I'm gonna go get that beer. That's probably
Hey,
pretty damn good.
that's why I bought fucking Rogue shit first night.
But when I see
Why
people,
about
when I see some people there, they might ring a bell or so. I'm not going to say any names, but it's like, really? That's a 97? How did you get that to be a 97? Was it the clarity? Was it the flavor? Was it the, how are you getting that? How did you? It's just, to me, it's like, again, you're making it harder than it needs to be. And like when I talk to some of the breweries that actually contact me and reach out for stuff, it's just like, they love that I give an honest opinion. They say they watch the videos, just honest up front, and basically make it simple for people to understand how the beer is. And that's what they love about it. I'm like, I'm not going to get all deep and all that kind of stuff, and it's not going to help you anyway.
But you become fallible. I think with ratings you become fallible because if you say this one is a 2, this one is a 7, and then the one you give it like 2 weeks later is a 6, and someone else goes, "Well, I thought that was miles better than a 6. I thought it should have been an 8."
Fuck off! Fuck off! I disagree with your opinion.
You're boxing yourself in there.
Yeah.
I think you can express opinion. I think you can speak about kind of like what you personally. So this is a weird thing. What people kind of like get a bit caught up in with beer for me is they have this idea that beer is objective. Taste is objective. I think beer can be subjective. I think good beer is good beer. Bad beer is bad beer.
Yeah.
And I think
Right,
if you've got a capacity, if you've got an interest to taste these things, I think you can kind of like work your way around those kind of like the obstacles myself. But so
Like
if
Tiger.
it's shit,
I
it's
see
shit.
people buy Tiger in the store, and I'm like, are you effing kidding me, bro?
They should be euthanized.
You're buying that.
Somebody may love it. Somebody might love it, and that is. Oh,
And
go for it.
some people may have an appeal to, like,
Knock
for
yourself
instance,
out.
like someone
But-
asked me about
Get rid of them.
Ichiban.
But
Like,
if
I
you're
don't
interested,
ever drink Ichiban unless I'm at a sushi restaurant because it's just what I do when I'm at a sushi restaurant.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to buy it outside of that. I mean,
Time and the place.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, see, for me, malt liquor, I'm just way too above and beyond malt liquor to even.
Well, of course.
Yeah, once
More like a
What do you think you are?
High school years behind.
Mollica.
Don't bring your malt liquor around it.
Yeah, the malt liquor. It's just and what's great is that we have always welcomed these people that drink the malt liquor, and I appreciate that they do this and that we can rag on them and let them know, like, it's a lot like steroids, right? Like, you see people take steroids and their head grows.
Well, I'm glad you said head.
and you see the mental disturbedness start to happen, and they can't think properly, and all these things start to happen. And we cover this, right, Andrew?
We do. Matter of fact, there's one malt liquor reviewer. His head has gotten so big, the eye ports for his mask, they're pulled way the hell back here. So it's like you look at someone wearing a ski mask in a movie, and the eye holes are here.
Yeah.
And the beer reviewer, the swill reviewer, his eye holes are pulled way the hell back. He looks like he's Japanese bank robber or something.
He's got like to watch an anime there.
Hey Joe, maybe that'd be a good idea. Make a caricature of the MLDC.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool, actually.
It's freaking great, man. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna have to get out of here, but thank you guys so much. This has been so much fun. I swear to God, this is just an absolute blast, man. Thank you guys, Craig, Harry,
Cheers.
Rob, for jumping in here, man. Absolutely, man. You guys have been a hoot. Tom, Man, we are crossing our fingers for you, bro. Saying a lot of prayers for you. Tom's about to be a father any minute now.
Oh, congrats,
Any
Tom.
minute now.
Hopefully by next week, I have a little lady in the other room.
That's right. He's gonna have
Say goodbye to sleepless nights.
He knows he's having a girl.
Hey, Tom, invest in coffee. It's going to be your best friend.
All you best believe. Yeah.
And if you haven't heard of it, I do suggest Black Rifle Coffee. They do have good stuff.
Yeah.
I'll look into it.
You're gonna need all the caffeine you can get.
But best wishes to you, Tom. Absolutely, man. And
Thanks, guys.
we hope to see that little girl soon, man.
Appreciate it.
And Rod J, brother, hey, thank you, man, for all you've done, man.
Thank you, man. You the OG. I'm just here. I'm just part of the cast. You know, it's all you, dog.
It's been fantastic.
It's
man.
like Eddie Murphy hanging out with Richard Pryor. I'm just here.
It's a bashful, Rod.
Hey, man, it's it's a real treat, man. Honestly, when all you guys jump in, like I say, man.
I love the UK guys are up late tonight too. So yeah,
It is late as well.
It's like what 3 in the freaking morning.
Half 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do this once in a while. Sometimes you got to jump on with Joe D, aren't you?
Oh,
given the opportunity.
One more thing before we go. If you guys ever come to Minnesota in the middle of winter, come for the beer, but stay because you can't find your car or it won't start.
Right.
Battery.
If you're going to Minnesota in the middle of winter, it's like coming to Phoenix in the middle of summer. It's the same.
There you go.
You've gone the wrong place.
You're an idiot, right? Basically,
yeah, but here's the other thing, Joe. How many states do you know of where it's 40 degrees, all lakes are frozen, and people are all throwing frisbee on the ice?
To give you a reference,
I didn't know Minnesota did that.
We did that. We do that here.
As we speak, it's still mid-90s right here in Phoenix.
Wow.
It's about 50 outside here right now.
To give you a reference, as we speak, it's still mid-90s here in Phoenix.
Yeah, 40 degrees more than here. So,
so to give you guys some perspective, it's still triple digits here. It's still 105, 106 degrees during the day. So it's
cooling down then.
It is cooling down. Actually, Craig is right. Yeah, because just a few weeks ago it was still 114, 115. Yeah, it is ridiculously hot here. It is not. That's what I'm saying. Andrew, me and Andrew live in the same thing. It's just he's an extreme cold, I'm an extreme hot, and you're an idiot for being in both places. Honestly,
Joe, make sure you have your gloves and jacket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, I think I may have referenced it for you, but Jeff Dunham, go on to YouTube, punch in Jeff Dunham, Walter the Weatherman.
Ooh.
He actually goes. He actually takes Walter and goes into July in Phoenix, Arizona. Your agent is an idiot.
Exactly. You have to be an idiot to be here in July. That's for sure, man.
And then he gets into Green Bay, Wisconsin. What's the stadium there? Who's the team? And then he gets Lambeau Field. Build a freaking roof. We have the technology.
Exactly.
That dude's hilarious.
With that, we're out of here, man. We'll see you. Peace out,
Hey.
guys.
Good luck, Joe.
Have a great week, guys.
Cheers.
I'll be on next week.
All right, man.
All right, see you later, guys.
Thanks, Jim.
Ciao.